Oh, so crazy when you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard. Oh, so crazy when you burn in hell forever, 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 forever. Boulevard.
everyone, and welcome to Blvd Bullies versus the World, episode 5 million, without Brian the Merch Lord, conspicuous by his absence, but I'm joined by world traveler, wrestling, what would I call you? I don't know, you're a wrestling adventurer. Ringside, Sean.
That's it, baby. I love it. Wrestling adventurer. That's great. Made me sound like Carmen Sandiego, and I love it.
Shout out to everybody watching. Thank you so much. We're double dipping this week. Brian is unavailable. He's been doing wedding things last week. At this time, he was doing a wedding rehearsal dinner. This week, he's at a wedding, post-wedding celebration. So tomorrow at 10 p.m., we're going to be reviewing AEW Dynamite. I've kind of been enjoying that. I've kind of been liking that lately.
It's fun.
It is fun. It's fun because it's fresh in my mind, because we go on Tuesday, and if you asked me what happened on last Wednesday, I've already forgotten.
Yeah, that's it. It's not relevant. It's not this week.
You're a wrestling mogul.
Wow. Who says that?
Urka in the chat. What's up? Shout out Urka. Shout out Pork Chop Express. Oh, shout out Angela Lansbury. R.I.P. Angela Lansbury died today. Murder, She Wrote. Shout out.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and she was also the tea kettle.
Yeah.
Was she the tea kettle?
Yeah, that's the tea kettle. You know what's crazy is that they made those characters that kind of resemble the actual person who was like doing the voiceover. It's pretty weird. Yeah,
their faces look like them.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
How do you do that? How do you make a tea kettle look like Angela Lansbury?
It was wild, dude. It was like a thick tea kettle. She was a thick woman, you know. God bless her and all that. But
God bless her. She was an author, and every time she would show up to a town, a murder would happen. And the book, she was just trying to make books about regular human stories. And every time she'd show up, oh, hey, this guy, you know, he inherited his dad's paper mill. And, you know, it's a big fortune to be had. And we're just covering the funeral. Boom, somebody gets murdered because the will.
Sounds like the lady from the movie Misery. Ever seen that movie?
Hold on. Kathy Bates.
Yeah, Dolores Claiborne.
And who the fuck is the other guy? James Caan?
Yeah, James Caan. Yep.
Okay, so I did not see that movie. I've not seen it, but I have seen the preview for it.
Oh my god!
And I know that she like smashes his leg with a sledgehammer and a block of wood. Dude. Spoiler alert.
Bro, my mom traumatized me with that movie, bro.
She forced you to watch it at a young age.
Movies like that made me not trust people, dude. I swear.
She was a super fan.
Yeah, my mom is a super fan. My mom is a big wrestling lover. She actually loves The Undertaker. So I got into a lot of things that I'm into because of my mom. So shout out to my mommy.
Oh, yes. And in other Kathy news, Kathy Kelly has returned.
She has. Kathy Kelly here.
God bless. God bless. Because, you know, what was she doing? She was just out there jet skiing. She's an excellent golfer as well.
Yeah.
I would love to golf with Kathy Kelly, but I would need like 10 years of practice because she's a good golfer.
Really, is she?
I mean, she's got a nice swing.
She'll make us look like shit.
I'm not joking. She's like a good golfer. She has like probably her own clubs.
Oh, that's dope. I mean, when you get your own clubs, it's like, I know my thing. I know how to use each and every one of these bad boys.
My guess, high school golfing team maybe?
High schools have golfing teams?
Oh, yeah.
I went to school in Manhattan, so the only golfing we had was,
I was going to say, the white high schools do.
Oh, there we go. Out in Long Island, we don't have those in Manhattan. Sorry.
You know, there are certain sports living in the city that are hard to get into. And that's basically all that involve grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like football, like Pop Warner football, little kid football. Dude, no way, no shot. I didn't touch a football field. I didn't touch grass until high school.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
I was a basketball kid.
Oh, very nice.
Because, you know, you could just go to the park, play some b-ball.
You look like you have a nice hook shot. Do you have a nice hook shot?
Well, you know what? They say you're either slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot. And I have neither. I have neither one rock of crack or a good jump shot. Yo, the thing is, too, like, I watch people who play, like, I played basketball in high school. It's like, now looking back, I thought I was, like, pretty good shooter, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, once again, white guys, defense and shooting.
Sure.
You know? You're not going to catch me driving to the bucket, you know? But it's like, wow, if I go like I was just jumping, shooting around at the last Outlaw show because, as you know, the hoops were just down.
The hoops were down, baby.
They were just down. So I found a basketball and I was shooting it. I didn't hit one shot.
You were dribbling up and down that court, though.
I can see if you throw me a basketball, I can start dribbling. You'd be like, oh, Pat knows how to play basketball. But I don't think that I can hit a jump shot. Like, if you put me on the foul line for $1 million, I think I'd fucking brick it, probably.
Oh, no. I think you do well under pressure.
Maybe.
I put money on your foul shot.
I feel like nowadays my game would be driving right to the hole. I'd just run past you. What are you going to do?
Dude, that's all that matters. You're like ready to yam it down like slam ball. You remember slam ball?
Slam ball? Is that the best? Is that basketball with the trampolines?
Yeah, on Spike TV.
You know it's coming back, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I mentioned it. I think you'd make a great candidate for a slam ball. Boulevard slam ball. Let's get it going.
Boulevard slam ball. Dude, I think that if you were to put me on a trampoline, I would definitely hurt myself. 100%. I would hurt myself.
Well, we're going to talk about hurting ourselves and trampolines and just
Speaking of hurting yourselves,
this weekend, dude,
before we do that, let's talk about these giveaways because you and Brian have gone above and beyond on these giveaways here.
Oh, we have to. Listen.
Break it down.
Everybody who joins us every Tuesday, every Wednesday, or whenever we just get on, whether it be, the toxic tweet-alongs with Pat on Wednesdays, and it's us in the chat. We just want you to know that we appreciate each and every one of you. And to do so, we're going to start doing more giveaways. I know Brian's been trying to give away his pink LA Fight shirt that was actually out.
He's been trying to get rid of that job interview shirt for months.
It's gone, though. And
it's gone.
I don't know. Was it Logan Stein who took it?
Fuck, I forget who took it. No, I've Got Character Productions, I think, took it.
Well, Mr. I've Got Character Productions, we appreciate you and we thank you for your super chats. So, to acknowledge that this week, we have Rob Gronkowski from the WrestleMania COVID, where he actually hosted and Vince McMahon taught him how to properly fall.
I was just going to mention that.
Do you remember that?
That's the vintage COVID Gronk with the infamous Vince McMahon story.
Yeah, so you know what? I know for a fact that this action figure someday down the line is going to be a lot more worth than what it is now and his WWE career. Yeah. It's his actual first time in the line figure.
I think I won
first time 24/7 championship. So the highest super chat today gets this bad boy, but that's not all, Pat.
No.
That's not all. Being that we're double dipping, as you said, we're gonna double dip with 2 giveaways, but those are for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night,
following our AEW, our what do we want to call it? Our talk along, come along for a ride along.
Yeah, CUM along.
CUM along.
Yeah.
I got the Young Bucks for you.
Wow.
Not just $1, $2. So you're gonna get the Young Buckies, the nice little purple gear they got there with their rocker-inspired tassels.
Those literally look like WWE figures with an AEW sticker on the front of them. Like the box is exactly the same.
The exact same. The exact same, dude, and it's wild. But
incredible.
The lucky fan who is with us tomorrow and wants to super chat away and give us a question worth asking will get these bad boys. Yeah. So make sure you watch tonight. You might get the Gronk. And watch tomorrow, you get the Young Bucks. And that's not all. Brian's got some stuff coming along too, but we'll wait for Brian for tomorrow to start speaking about that, and we'll take it from there.
Yes, that is amazing. Thank you, Sean, for your contributions. I'm going to match those contributions, and I'm going to add in to the second place super chatter. So first place, you get the Gronk. Oh, he's frozen. He's frozen in a clapping state. Oh, he's back. First place, you get the COVID Gronk. And then tonight and tomorrow, you'd get the... So what is it? Is it exactly... It's like the combination of Super Chats over the 2 days? Or how do you do tomorrow?
So tomorrow, being that it's a double dip, our double dipping day of the week.
Double dip, double duty.
I'm going to give it a double dip, double duty. And we'll just do tag team duty. And we'll give you 2.
I know, but how do you acquire those 2? That's just tomorrow.
So, this is for tomorrow.
Okay.
So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to... be a part of the conversation. I want you to be part of the Bullies. Give us reasons to speak. Whatever you are confused about, we may know. But guess what? Your questions that you paid for are going to get you these bad boys right here.
That's right. Today, highest super chat, COVID Gronkowski. Second place, new Tony Khan Scarface shirt.
No.
Available this week.
No way.
Yeah, it's still on pre-order, but available this week. And then tomorrow I will do the same thing to the second highest super chat. If you wind up being the second highest super chat 2 nights in a row, then we'll figure something else out. Also, huge announcement. Starting on Friday, all three of the Halloween trilogy Legends of Death t-shirts will be for sale. You know? Year 1 got reprinted numerous times because it's the most popular. And then the second year, we kind of flew under the radar because, you know, New Jack was mad at us. But now, guess what? New Jack's dead. So you could get that shirt if you want this year. And then year 3, we literally, I think, just sold our last year 3. You know, you know what happens? We wind up over-ordering the smalls and the mediums.
Yep.
So that's how we're doing it. Shout out Alicia. Alicia's won a mug. Urka's won something. Everyone gets to win.
Logan Stein.
Logan Stein missed year 3? Well, guess what, dude? On Friday, year 3. Year 3. Let's go.
Booyah shaka.
So it's more of a relaxed episode. I didn't really format this one because, you know, I kind of decided last night that we were going to do a double dip. But before that, I just want to say, rest in peace, Angela Lansbury, once again. And rest in peace to the New York Mets. I haven't really been putting a lot of time into the Twitch streams or the YouTube conversations because, little known fact about me, more than even professional wrestling, I love the New York Mets. I live and die with the New York Mets, dude. And the older I get, I think it's really weird. I'm starting to like golf a little bit. I'm starting to get like more.
You're starting to like the sports that you really didn't understand when you were younger, right?
Well, I just feel like I'm like old and boring now. So I like sitting down and watching a baseball game. You know?
Now, listen, I totally agree with you. I am orange and blue to the day I die. I'm a Met fan. I am a Knicks fan. I'm a New York fan. And when you're a New York fan, you are loyal to your team. So the Yankees are going up against the Cleveland Guardians tonight, and I'll tell you this much: I am not rallying behind those Yankees.
Yeah.
I'm a Mets fan, and I will live and breathe with my Mets. So the Guardians, you Guardian your way onto the World Series, and you beat those damn Yankees.
Hey, you know, Guardians, Tito Francona, very good Red Sox manager. Anyway, but it's just a side note. It's very funny because about the Yankees, usually somebody who lives in the city is a Yankee fan. Usually somebody who's Puerto Rican would be a Yankee fan. Yep. You know, it's divided by both section and race. Sorry to bring it up. I've brought up race like 4 times already.
That's fine.
Golf, school, fucking anyway. But it's
Basketball.
True. Usually Puerto Rican people from the Bronx and Manhattan, and usually Brooklyn too, love the Yankees. But it's usually the white people from like Queens and Long Island love Mets and Jets.
Yeah.
What football team do you like?
I'm a Giant fan.
Yeah, I'm a Giant fan too. I didn't take on the Jets.
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Pork Chop Express, my brother, he's a diehard Jet fan. Why, I do not know. I don't know.
Hey, Jets and Giants both look good.
They're doing great.
We made some shekels on the Giants this week.
4-1 though.
Covered the spread. Let's go.
4-1 Giants.
Baseball is something
like since 09.
Baseball is something you only start enjoying when you're 30. You know, I've always enjoyed baseball. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe even more than that. I had Mets season tickets back.
No way.
No, actually, you know what? Back at Shea, I had partial season tickets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good old Shea with the fluorescent yet man hitting the ball.
Dude, those are the best.
Oh, man.
Those are the best. I think if I was going to get a Met tattoo, I would do either Mr. Met right on the chest, right on the face, like side of the face. You know what's a great Met tattoo? It's just a little NY right there, a little NY teardrop. I'm not there yet.
Not yet.
But let me just walk you through the Mets. They had the best team. They had the most likable team.
Whoa. Hold on. Is that Brian in the chat?
Brian, are you in the chat?
Is Brian in the chat right
That's
now?
because he's at Turks and Kinko's or whatever.
Go print your paper, all right? Go print your paper, Mr. Kinko.
He's at fucking Turks and Kinko's. He really wants to hear about this Bray Wyatt return, which we will get to. We'll get to the Bray Wyatt return. We'll get to GCW.
Interrupting our important Mets talk along. Look at this Kinko's man here.
You know, honestly, after Sunday night, I didn't look at anything. I didn't think about anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody about anything. But I'll just say that we had the most likable, most fun team, best team that I've ever witnessed as a Met fan, at least in the regular season.
Dude, we got to see the Mets go into a Subway Series. We also got to see them go into their own World Series.
Right.
But this team, 100-plus wins.
101.
You know what I'm saying? It was a team that you just loved, and it was like you saw the hunger.
They were so
fun.
What I'm saying? They have like 8 people going into
movie.
They have 8 people going into free agency this year, so they're breaking the band's breaking up probably. But all year, and I say it every year, right around June, I go, you know what? I think the Mets might win the World Series. But this year, I was almost right. I felt like in my bones I was going to be right. We had a lot of guys on contract years, good mix of young and old. Everybody seemed to be liking each other. Everybody seemed to be producing at the right times. Great manager, new owner. Mm-hmm. So the new owner, the Mets owner always sucked. Now, for the first time this year, we had Old Timers Day. I got to see like a 90-year-old Met player that I'd never seen before pitch. Old Timers Day. I've never seen a Yankee Old Timers Day. I've only heard about it. But wow, I've never witnessed an Old Timers Day. I got to see an Old Timers Day today. The old ownership, they didn't like Keith Hernandez. Now this year, boom, Keith Hernandez, number retired. Great day, great time. Tom Seaver, statue. So our owner is dope. We have a new owner.
He loves the Mets.
And you know what the owner said? He said, you know what? It's my first year this year. In 3 to 5 years, I want to win a World Series. We almost we could have won it the first year,
I know, dude. I know.
And you know what? I don't want to say same old Mets.
It's the Madoff curse.
Madoff curse left with the old owners, dude. The new owner, Steve Cohen, is just the man, dude. Uncle Stevie. But anyway, just very quickly, they were great. I had a lot of fun watching them. I love them. And I said to myself, this might be the best Mets team I've ever seen. And they're definitely the best Mets team during the regular season I've ever seen. But now, after losing terribly, horribly, over not just the wild card weekend, last weekend. That's why this channel's been dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
God bless you, Mets.
So I just want to say that now that they won 101 games, they were my favorite team. Now I gotta place them below the 2015 team. I have to place them below the 2006 team. I have to place them below the 2000 team, because they fucking blew it, and it's like, it just sucks, dude. It just sucks. So, we often forget this because I've been watching a lot of football as well.
Foosball.
Real sports, to be a successful celebrity champion in real sports is so much harder than being a successful wrestler. Like times a million.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And the main reason being that the people who play real sports actually care. And I guess that's why you could be the worst player on the Mets and make like $1 million, and only the best wrestler makes $1 million. But whatever, I digress. Rest in peace, Mets. I haven't even really processed it yet.
Great season. Down the drain. There's always next year.
Pork Chop Express. Oh, don't sleep on the Jets. Super Bowl run this year. I'll say this. The New York Jets right now, they look like the 85 Mets. The pieces are in place. There's a lot of young talent.
Oh, yeah. Imagine that.
They'll probably be good for 9, maybe 10 wins this year, maybe 8. And you know what? Hey, maybe shit goes off the rails. And Zach Wilson just he's just a crazy guy. Maybe they're 7-10 this year.
What are they? 3-1?
They're 3-2 right now.
3-2? Okay.
So let's just say that the Jets, the fucking wheels fall off the wagon and they go 7-10 this year. But what I would say to Jets fans is, you are fucking rich with really, really good young talent. Breece Hall, running back, amazing. Garrett Wilson, wide receiver, amazing. Sauce Gardner, defensive player, quarterback, amazing. And then you got Zach Wilson, not looking bad. He's definitely looking better than Russell Wilson, my fantasy quarterback. But so even if the Jets go like 7-10 this year, I think another draft pick and a big free agent signing, maybe like a fucking who's like, I don't know who the free agents are next year, but maybe like a veteran wide receiver, Maybe man, the Jets look a lot better than the Giants. I think the Giants 4-1. That's fool's gold. All right, so that is it.
Our sports talk.
Hey,
our first ever sports talk.
Dude,
the Blvd Bullies.
Dude, I think I'm ready to.
I'm ready to take it on.
I want to be like, I just want to do like an S-Pin type of thing.
I just hold on before we end it. I just want to just talk to you about Matt Ryan and your quarterback that you said for your fantasy.
Oh my God, the game last Thursday.
How horrible of a game was that?
That was the worst game I've ever seen played, maybe in my life. 9-12, I think it was.
Dude, it was all field goals.
It's all right. You know why? Because I bet the under on every receiving prop, every rushing, passing prop. I did like 3 or 4 under parlays on that Thursday game, and I fucking cashed out big. And I lost it all on the Mets.
Bro, listen, I'm ready to do some sports talk. Let's pick it up again next week. Let's see what Brian has to say about real sports. Let's hear about.
We got to get Brian. We got to get Brian into real sports. Hey, hello, hi everyone. Welcome to Blvd Bullies Sports Talk. Ball in the hole. What's up, Larry? I hope you'll also be covering No Holds Barred 33 from this past Sunday.
Huh. Little does Larry know that we're ready to go.
Yeah, Larry, you know that Brian's the NHB guy, and Brian's not here. So guess what? We're talking all real sports. Did you see that field goal that the guy hit in the game and the home run of the 3-pointer? Boom. Let's go. Russell Wilson killed me in fantasy. Hey, guess what? Last sentence about real sports. And by real sports, I mean fantasy football.
Real sports.
I drafted Russell Wilson. I named my team Let's Ride. Because Russell Wilson, he's like the fakest dude. You know, like everybody widely regards him as like the fakest dude in football. And I just love that. I love his horrible commercials. I love his horrible TikToks and Instagrams. I think he's an idiot. So I drafted him. I was like, yo, Russell's going to have a big year on the Broncos. And you know, Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. So my team name is Let's Ride. I have started Russell Wilson every single game this season, except the one that he played well in. On Thursday, I'm sitting there, I'm going, wow.
He's having a game.
11 fantasy points. Okay. But I also had Travis Kelce. Last night, Kelce, 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns.
4 bombs.
My kicker scored more than Russell Wilson, and I just want to let you know that I was searching the waiver wire for this week. Derrick Henry on bye, Dameon Pierce on bye. So I look at the matchup for this week. I'm already down 40 projected points.
Goddamn.
And you know who I'm starting at QB? I'm looking at the waiver wire, and I'm saying, you know what? Let's ride. I'm going with Russell. I'm going to be the only person in fantasy starting Russell Wilson this week for Monday Night Football, and I'll guarantee it. This is a 5-star Blvd Bully lock of the week.
Dude, I think we got a super chat.
Yes, super chat $5. And by the way, just to update anybody who's coming in, Sean, could you show the, and we're talking football, so this is perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking football. We're talking this week's
super
chat giveaway. We got Rob Gronkowski with his COVID mania gear, where Vince McMahon actually taught him how to fall and fall and fall. He comes with the 24/7 championship, which we have not seen on TV for quite some time.
Thank God.
It's his first time in the line figure, so the highest super chat today gets this bad boy. But that's not all. We got the Young Bucks.
That's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night,
baby. Tomorrow night, being that we're double dipping and we're going to cover some AEW, we got the Young Bucks here. So the same rules apply. Highest super chat tomorrow is leaving with the Young Buckies.
Right. So highest super chat right now is $5. You can completely redirect the conversation, and you win the Rob Gronkowski today. And if you're second place in the super chat, just like last week, somebody did 99 cents. Boom, $1. Sorry, you're second place. But this week, if you're second place, we're putting in a little fucking cushion. You get a free Tony Khan Scarface t-shirt as second place, both tonight and tomorrow. And real quick, in case you're just joining us, we will be on tomorrow at 10, same bat time, same bat channel, but also all 3 Legends of Death, the Legends of Death trilogy is going live on Blvd Bullies, BigCartel.com on Friday.
On Friday. So let's answer the super chat.
Do you think NFL will do flag football?
They do. I actually coach flag football for the NFL. I also was a flag football referee for the NFL. So to answer your question, Urka, they do.
Well, I'll say this. So, here's another quick story. What's up? Shout out Beer Blood Body Slams. I can never say it right. Just Triple B in the house. Everybody go follow them. They're great. I'll tell you this. The 1 week that I was sick of Russell Wilson, I started Tua Tagovailoa. We the ones. My oos, right? I was like, yo, let's go, oos, right? That was the game where he...
Dude, that was so scary,
Did
bro.
you see that? He went,
yeah, bro. So that's basically getting hit in the back of the head and, like, your nerves just, like, freezing.
So the 1 week... and here's the thing, too. And I'm answering... This is all an answer to the flag football question, okay? So... The week prior, and now it's not about the head-to-head. They're really, really coming down on the head-to-head hits. Mm-hmm. So nobody really even does those anymore. And the helmets now have like a little flexy part where if you go crown to crown, like you won't die, right?
Yep.
But now the new thing is that like if you're a defensive end and you wrap and swing, because the way the shoulder pads and the helmet are set up, it's like you could just like... whoop, slam your fucking head on the canvas, so to speak, right? So basically what happened is the week before, this motherfucker got wrapped and slammed, and he got up, and he literally went like this. Oh, yeah. He was all woozy.
Yeah, it was bad.
Went into the concussion protocol, right? So there's a third-party neurologist there, as well as the team's medical staff. And they go like, hey, they do the concussion test, which is like, hey, what day is it? Where are you? How many fingers am I holding up? Okay, you're good. Right?
Hello, everybody.
Right. Hi, everybody.
I'm Dr. Nick.
So the whole thing is that he was like, oh, no, it's not my brain. It's my back. Because, and you know what, man? This is a whole nother conversation for our new sports talk show. But, like, the pressure on these guys to perform, like, if you get hurt, and it's not your fault, you still lose money.
Oh, good.
And like these guys, they spent their whole life for like a 5-year window.
Yeah, it's so crazy how quick your career could get cut short on the football field. It's so crazy. Like a lot of players, like their careers are like 2-3 years.
Yo, have you seen these? Have you seen the ad for the Alex Smith flip flops?
No, what's that?
Well, Alex Smith, he had like a fucking thing where his bone came out of his leg.
Ooh.
So now he's like playing on your emotions, and he's like, hey, these flip-flops, they make my leg feel good. And you look at his leg, and the shit, it looks like his leg was like burned off.
No thanks.
It looks like it has like other skin on it.
No, thank you.
You know what I mean? Because he got his leg broken. Yo, football's the violentest.
Yeah, dude, there's a commercial. Before we end it, we're enjoying this too much.
Well, wait, hold on. Will NFL do flag football? And then the next week he's like, ugh. And, it's just like everything in the world, dude. It's an overreaction. It's an overcorrection. Mm-hmm. But, like, you look at UFC. Guy gets rocked in UFC. He's sitting there like this, too. He's sitting there like that every time. Some of these UFC. So it's like, I think it's a little jarring because, NFL, 25 million viewers. Probably not even half of that are okay with watching somebody get knocked out in the UFC. So it's very jarring to grandma and grandpa.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Angela Lansbury fucking demographic. You know what I'm
saying? I agree.
So they overcorrected it, and now the NFL has went back to like pussification, for lack of a better word. Now there's like, it should be flag football. But anyway, I don't know what the answer is. It's a bajillion dollar fucking industry. Steve Jobs is dead, but Jeff Bezos is now involved.
Yep.
Amazon's getting the Thursday game. I don't know. It's a fucking crazy world.
Wild.
Anyway, go ahead. We're getting off the real sports. We're gonna get off the real sports.
We're getting off the real sports. This has been real sports with the Blvd Bullies.
This has been real sports with the Blvd Bullies. Field goal, 3-point slam dunk, strike, turkey.
And that's it. So this weekend was crazy for me, Pat. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm still reeling off of, just the travel. And
you went nuts. You went nuts this entire weekend.
Yeah, man. I've been going nuts. And I honestly think since I've been part of the Blvd Bullies, I've just had this battery on my back that has just been.
You know what? I love to hear that, and
You know
I'm
what
so
I'm
upset
saying?
because I feel like we need to work something out because I'm not on point with the schedule. I don't have my finger on the pulse. If I had known that Raw was at Barclays last night,
Right.
we could have done a walk and talk. We could have
That's
gone
a
out
fact.
there, fucking spread COVID.
Yeah, no, literally.
You know, so
We could have done that.
Yeah, but let's start on Saturday. Saturday
Let's
was
start
your
on
first
Saturday.
wrestling.
Yeah, so Saturday I made my way down to AC. It was the Jibby Jericho's birthday, 14th birthday. So we went down as a family.
14th birthday. The kid looks like he's no younger than 17 and a half.
It is insane. There's times we get online to places and it's like a 21-year-old band and he gets it. And I'm like, no, he cannot have that. He's only 13. Now he's 14. But anyway, we wound up down there in Atlantic City.
Yo, hold on. Stop right now. This motherfucker Jibby should play real sports, dude.
He does.
What does he play?
Jibby's played football. He's played soccer. Yeah. He's played basketball.
He's got to get in everything.
He just made the high school basketball team. This is his third team that he's actually going to be a part of. Dude, he's done like Nick training camps and all that. Yeah, you got
to put him on the AAU and shit.
Yeah, so now that's
he's like a little pup with like huge feet, you know?
Dude, he's a size 12.
He's like a little German shepherd with massive feet, dude. You
got to
put him on.
Yeah, man. He's going to be a monster,
dude,
whatever
I think
he is.
In 20 years, if Jib, like, could become a famous athlete, I feel like this show could finally take off, maybe.
If you guys want to see Jib at his youngest, go on Netflix, search Brainchild, episode 13. It's called Beat the Parents. You see myself taking on Jibby in some family-oriented games on Netflix. But anywho, back to this weekend. I went down to AC, some GCW. Mox took on Gage, and it was the career versus the title gig. And it was wild because usually these shows are held inside the carousel room. This time we found ourselves on a pier because the Showboat double booked the carousel room, and they had a K1 kickboxing event.
They double booked.
They double booked. So
I thought it was intentional. I thought it was like, hey, this is a huge thing. We're going outside. It's like the last nice day of the year.
Yeah.
But no, it's just double booked. That's that simple.
Yeah, it was definitely
with real fighters.
Yeah, with real with real fighters going on in there. So Jibby and I, we went to go mess with them and say we're there for the GCW event, and we asked why were there 5 ropes on this wrestling ring. And the guy said, it's not a wrestling ring. This is kickboxing. We're just being jerks. We head on out to the pier, and it was cold. I'll be honest. After the sun set, it was pretty cold. We got there after the 6-man scramble where Leo Rush defeated B-Boy, Blake Christian, Gringo Loco, Jimmy Lloyd, and Shane Mercer. Yeah, dude, it was pretty cold. And I feel like the weather really, put a damper on the way the matches could have been. I feel like the matches could have been a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a second. What do you mean the matches could have been better? You think outside took away from it?
Yeah, dude. It was so cold at one point. I was like, wow, it's freezing outside. Like, why is it so cold
once
right
the
now?
sun set?
Yeah, it was.
They pushed it up. It was a 6 p.m. start.
Yeah, it was a 6 p.m. start.
And that's just as it started getting dark, probably.
Yeah, that's the sun was setting. And usually these shows start 8 o'clock on the dot. And we're inside, and it's warm, and it's nice. It's
and outside the sound goes right up.
Yeah.
So you can't really gauge if you were watching at home or if you were even live in person. I mean, live in person is a different story, but you can't really gauge the pop.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. For me, shows like that, I like experiencing them in the daytime. A nice 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock show. You know what I'm saying? Where it's everything's up and alive. If it's nice and dark like that and the weather's cold, dude, I was freezing. I'll be honest. I was cold as hell.
Could you see your breath? We have reports saying that people said they could see their breath. I mean, it was October 9th, you know?
Dude, it was maybe 49 degrees, but again, 49 degrees on the water. Is everything okay, Pat?
I have one single fly in my room.
You're swatting away over there.
And I was swatting away the fly because I feel like last week the same fly, I don't know if it's a new fly or the same fly, it walked right on the fucking thing. Anyway, keep going. I'm not listening anyway, but keep going.
Shoot fly, don't bother me is what you have to say. All right? So, yeah, man, I don't know. I personally didn't see my breath, but I could say that if it wasn't for the nice cup of Hennessy I had, I would have been more freezing. But following that scramble, you had Sawyerek taking on Ali Catch. Sawyerek has been on like what do you call this? Like a mountain?
A mountain?
Yeah, like a mountain. She's just
what kind
going
of
up,
mountain?
She's just going up the mountain of success, and she's like just taking out all these different competitors, and she's just going up and up and up and up. And I think this time we actually seen her with Ali Catch, and that's one of the main matches where I was like, wow, like I wish that I was able to see this inside where these ladies weren't cold and they could actually like do these moves and it look cool.
I don't feel like they're cold in the ring. They're not cold. They're the only two people who aren't cold, probably.
Dude, Ali was supposed to take like a choke slam bomb through a table. She like slid off the table as she fell.
Yeah, but I think that's just because they both suck, not because it's cold.
You don't like Ali? You don't like Sawyer?
No, nah, I don't. I
in
really
the chat, let me know what you guys think. Who's better, Ali Catch, Sawyer Wreck? If you know them, please let us know down below.
Listen, Ali Catch is like the most appealing, least appealing person to me. You know what I mean? I mean, she's gross, she's trash, but yet she's kind of sexy, right? And I feel the same way about her wrestling. It's like, it's terrible, it's trash, but might be something there.
She has the pizzazz. She got some pizzazz.
I'm not really even a big fan of Matt Justice, but I love and trust a Mance Warner. Yeah. And if like Mance Warner thinks she's aight, then like maybe I think she's aight too. So I'm completely on the fence with Ali Catch. Sawyer Wreck kind of like came into the scene as I was like stopping caring. Okay. So I can't really comment with any kind of intelligence on her. I'm sure the match was, I can imagine the match. Let's just put it that way.
I think the cold really had something to do with that. I don't know. Could be me. I like to see it again inside, a little bit more put together.
Ali has a good presence. I think that's a great way to say it.
Yeah, she does.
Actually, is that she has a really great presence.
Yeah, she has that part of wrestling that a lot of people don't have.
She has improved greatly, sources say.
The sources say. Following that, we had Tony Deppen taking on Yamato. When Tony Deppen was making his way to the ring, there was a guy dressed in a like one of these pajama things, head to toe, and it was just an American flag. And he was just standing there with his phone out, and Tony just takes his glasses off and just chucks them off the pier. And the American flag guy had to go. Yeah, I love Tony Deppen. He's great, man. I love heel Tony Deppen.
Tony Deppen's awesome. I saw the American flag guy basically in every video or Instagram or TikTok that I saw of the show. Yeah. I've seen the American flag guy, which, by the way, was made popular by a certain Blvd Bully in 2017, the American flag romper. Been done before, Do
you think he knew who the Bullies were?
Nah.
No?
I think that we were just so ahead of our time, That's why I don't even go anymore. It's like if I was to go, I wouldn't dress like I did in 2017 because that's how everybody's dressing now.
Right. Oh, listen, we're going to get to the way people were dressing at the Atlantic City boardwalk.
Tell me. Let's get to it right now.
I want to get through this card first, and then we're going to get into after GCW's world title match, which is when I encountered these said individuals along with my family who I was with. All right.
You dragged your family.
No, I didn't drag. So listen, Pat.
It was your daughter's 21st birthday, and you dragged her to GCW. Sister. Oh, your sister.
My sister's 21st birthday. My son's 14th birthday.
Yeah, because I was thinking, like, if Jimmy's 14, and he has another daughter who's 21, what was this guy up to?
Eddie Guerrero. But yeah, so Shayna and Jibby have the same birthday, which is wild, October 9th. Pretty cool to have. So my sister has the same birthday as Jibby. So they both love wrestling. I've been taking them all to wrestling shows since they were little. So this is just something that we do as a family. So she wanted to check out GCW while getting some slot machine action on and going to have an Atlantic City.
It's a nice time. You can go to the candy bar and get the gummy shark martini.
Yeah, well, dude, this is the thing, though. So the Showboat is known as a family-friendly hotel, right?
Is it?
Listen, so I'm just, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to get right into it, right? Do you know what are furries?
Furries, I think, are like it's like a porn, but you dress up in like like mascot outfits, except there's like a hole for your like genitals.
Okay, there we go. Exactly that.
Perfect definition. I've never Googled that.
Dude, that's literally what I saw. Right? So
at GCW?
No, at the Showboat. So the Showboat.
They double booked. It wasn't a K1. They double booked it for a furry thing.
Nah, dude, it was wild. I don't know what the hell was going on over there this weekend, but the Showboat is just taking on any and every type of like engagement party that they can get, whether it be wrestling, boxing, a sneaker convention, furries in town, whatever it was. So there were furries in the hotel. There was a secret furry convention. Right? So in the Showboat, the higher you go in the building, the bigger the rooms are. So you get a nice suite with a balcony and you could throw a nice party, right? Lo and behold, here come all these people with like headgears, like mascot stuff. Like they're about to do like Will Ferrell in Old School and jump through a flaming circle. Right? So I'm like, what the hell's going on right now? My sister goes to her side of the hotel and she's coming down. She's coming to meet me and my brother. She says she gets in an elevator and there's about like 6 guys that she assumed were 6 men dressed as bunnies. Just bunnies.
They thought it was a Bray Wyatt thing.
But the thing was, Pat, was that the chest was cut out as if it was breast, as if the breast was supposed to be out. Yeah. And then they had on a thong. And it was wild, Pat. It was wild. The Showboat is not a casino hotel.
It's not a family-friendly hotel either.
It has an arcade downstairs for children.
So, is that a new thing? I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I saw you at this crazy arcade.
So that's the Showboat. So in front of the carousel room is like this big go-kart track now. And they have like party rooms and like basketball games and football tossing. Like it's just a big arcade for like a family. There's no casinos. There's no smoking, no drinking, none of that. They have little bars here and there, but nothing too crazy. The fact that there was like these half-naked people, like I don't even want to call it half-naked, but it was like they were dressed with these bunny costumes on or panda. That sounds
awesome,
dude. It was scary. Imagine being in an elevator with a bunch of costumes not speaking.
Yeah, it's like sexy Donnie Darko.
Yeah. So then Sunday, the party's still going on. And
I would hope so.
So now Sunday, guess what? Now there's something else going on in the Showboat. Now there's a big sneaker convention, right? So this guy's coming in with his big wagon full of sneakers to sell upstairs. He goes in his elevator. He goes, what the is going on here? And it's like these guys were like in the elevator, like getting it on with the suits. And the security had to come and bring the people out. They got all the furries out to the front of the building. The cops came. Bro, it was wild.
What?
It was wild, bro. It was wild, bro. It was wild.
Erica, I love this, says, finally, a group that the wrestling fans are cooler than.
Dude, it was wild. Adam Susan with a $5 super chat.
Yo, $5 super chat. You didn't have a question, but you're right now tied with Erica. If it ends in a tie, we're going to go a coin flip.
Bro, it was so it was just wild, bro. If you were at the Showboat and you're in the chat, let me know if you've seen these people. I've never in my life seen it. And like, Pat, exactly what you said. It was like Donnie Darko come to life.
It was like sexy Donnie.
Yeah, and like supposedly like Effie got an elevator and the things were in there too. Allie got in an elevator and there were things in there too. And it was like the people who checked in was staying on opposite sides of the hotel.
Was this before or after the show? This was
the entire weekend.
So there was like a penthouse level furry kind of orgy gathering going on, most likely.
Legitimately. So my brother Pork Chop Express went and did some homework on it. Come to find out there was
I love this.
They did a big convention, and you guys can go look it up as well. They did a big convention in like a Hilton. And again, it was just like water leaking through the ceiling and just like the most like dirtbag.
What are you talking about? Water leaking through the ceiling? Where? At Showboat?
No, in the Hilton. So like Pork Chop Express went and did some investigation on what these people are because we knew nothing of this.
So what do you think? What do you think it is? You think somebody furried as like a non-furry lizard filled up the tub, leaked to the
Yeah, dude, they supposedly go all out crazy partying.
Do you think
And
Allie Katch drew whiskers on herself and went and were a part of that?
I think she was generally petrified when she seen them.
Did you see Allie Katch's two very, very sexy photos?
I did not.
And by very, very sexy, I should put that in fucking air quotes because, it's very, very sexy to some. But
this is when she was the cat.
No, this is she wanted to recreate the meme photo of one girl pouring milk into another girl's mouth. So she did that with some wrestler, and then the meme of the tall girl lifting the small girl up onto the wall.
Oh.
She recreated with the Sawyer Wreck choking her. Did you see this?
That I saw, yes.
I mean, it seemed like a real choke. Her face was very, very red.
That was the same.
Unless she drank 1,000 White Claws, which is also possible.
High noons were in the air that day. I'll say that much.
Oh, high noons is the new thing.
Yeah. So listen, man. These furries, they're a menace to societies. If you see them, please steer clear and be careful. And if you are a furry, I mean no disrespect.
Yo, exactly. I mean, this poor guy, man, Sean,
this is wild, dude,
brought his family to a wholesome Nick Gage versus John Moxley match, and he had to be accosted by furries. Disgusting. Get your shit together, Showboat.
Yeah, furries. Don't double book rooms.
Allie just recently had her Impact Wrestling debut. Allie versus Masha Slamovich.
And a Monsters Ball match. I didn't see it yet. From what I've seen, they went into like a boiler room. It reminded me of SummerSlam '96.
Well, and I saw the gear. She had like the neon orange, neon highlighter, drippy gear.
Yep.
Which she wore on Friday, Saturday for the.
That she did, yes.
So keep walking me through Saturday. Keep walking me through. Keep it going.
All right. So now we're back into the show. Furries were everywhere. Just as I'm.
You want to talk sports? Should we talk sports? All right. No. Should we talk furry sports? Puppy bowl? All right. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Puppy bowl.
Let's go. Keep going.
All right. So as I'm explaining this, just imagine just furries walking up and down the pier. All right. Los Macizos, Ciclope, and Miedo Extremo taking on Cole Radrick and Joey Janela. Ciclope and Miedo Extremo have been.
I love them.
They've been like another one who's just been on this mountain, just like climbing up.
Since the I guess pandemic TSA shit opened up, they've been back a lot.
Yeah, no, they practically live here, I guess. Every GCW
God bless.
show, every GCW show you see, they're on it, whether it be freaking Michigan, New York,
Dude.
LA, they're there. You know what I'm saying? Love them.
We're on like Tournament of Survival like 8, right?
8, yeah. Yep.
Dude, at Tournament of Survival 3, Starland Ballroom, Ciclope said something I'll never forget.
What'd he say?
He goes, Jimmy Lloyd's mom is my mom. So they must stay with Jimmy Lloyd.
They must stay with the Lloyds there. Wow. Shout out to Lloyds there. Look at him.
Jimmy Lloyd's, go watch it. Right here on this YouTube channel. If you scroll all the way back, you might see a cuck in that video, but Tournament of Survival 3. Jimmy Lloyd's mom. My mom.
We have to speak Spanish to Jimmy Lloyd. Does Jimmy Lloyd know Spanish? We have to find that out.
I feel like because of the CTE, Jimmy Lloyd, if you hit him with something in the head once, he knows Spanish. Hit him twice, doesn't even know English.
Listen, we'll have to figure it out. Maybe he reminds me of the Bumblebee from The Simpsons sometimes. I don't know why.
Ciclope or Jimmy Lloyd?
Jimmy Lloyd. Like, he's just, whenever I see him, he just looks so tired. He just needs a blanket and a pillow wherever he goes. So back to that. Ciclope and Miedo Extremo taking on Cole Radrick, Joey Janela. At the end of the match, listen, I'm just going to skip right to it. At the end of the match, Cole Radrick and Joey Janela went at it. Don't know why. I went to the bathroom. It was a big porta potty. It was a crazy line. I couldn't really see what was going on. All I know is that Cole Radrick and Joey Janela went at it, and the next day they had a banger. Jonathan Gresham then took on Jordan Oliver.
So it was planned. So they teamed, they fought, then they fought the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And Jonathan Gresham was there as well. He took on Jordan Oliver. Jordan Oliver's another one he's climbing up that ladder. He's climbing up that little mountain there. It's cool to see him progressed. In Vegas a few years back when I was out there, he pulled me over. He goes, "Hey man, I just want you to know that you're gonna see me soon, and I'm gonna be really where I have to be." I'm like, "That's awesome, man." I don't know if he thought I was heckling him or I looked like somebody who was
What an
heckling him.
idiot! Why? What a loser! Why would
Yeah,
you just pull a fan aside and say that?
I was like, okay.
Now
Like,
I hate him.
I was so confused, but I got nothing but love for the guy. He's talented. I was just so confused. Maybe there's somebody that looks like me that was heckling him. Who knows?
Maybe, or maybe it was you.
Maybe it was me. Maybe it was Pork Chop Express because that guy's pretty loud.
Yeah,
but anyway,
fucking jerk.
He's a jerk, man. Tag team match with Drew Parker and Rena Yameshita taking on Alex Colon and Matt Treatmont replacing what's this guy's name? Mega Bastard Tag
John
partner.
Wayne Murdoch
John
elbow.
Wayne
He's
Murdoch.
You know what it is? It's like his elbows always look like he's got like some swellbow.
He has Hellboy's head on his elbow.
Yeah, like but all the time, like he's got Matt Tremont's forehead on his elbow.
So what is that? Is that like just like cartilage? That's
I think it's
just
like a
dead?
fluid, a cartilage thing. Yeah, like I feel like back to real sports. I feel like if you're a real sports guy, you'd get that drained.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Isn't that just like water? It's water buildup. But who knows?
Yeah,
man.
he's got some like he needs to pop his elbows.
Pop. He needs to drain them, like you said. I mean, that doesn't look good. But anyway, Matt Treatmont replaced them. It's always good to see Treatmont. Treatmont's just, I don't know. Brian said it as well. He's just picked up this crazy win after he returned.
He's trying to get murdered.
Why did he say that?
He is just desperate to get murdered in the ring.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he's just a sick fuck,
Yeah, well, I mean,
as Brian would say.
yeah, he's just sick fuck. Makes me tight.
You know what? What I found funny, the last time I seen him was at the ICW show at the Heartland Ballroom. And I went up to him and I was like, you know, man, I love your shirt, man. It said WAP and it had a Cardi B all over it. This time when I see him, he had an Ice Cube shirt that said, "It was a good day." So I said, "Matt, what's next? 50 Cent?" And he starts laughing. So the next time I see him, I hope to see Matt Treatmont with another hip-hop inspired
Hey,
shirt.
you know, Matt Tremont, speaking of basketball, Matt Tremont could ball.
He could?
Like, Matt Tremont, according to Chrissy, like, goes to the park and balls.
No way.
Yeah, and I think he plays in slides, too, dude.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I think so. He's more of like, he's like a Dusty Rhodes, just passing
I
me
was just
out.
about to say that. You ever seen Dusty Rose ball?
Yeah, just shoot that three, you know?
Let me see that ball, baby. I'm going to shoot the three from the top of the key. All right? You just pat me that rock, baby.
All right, so what happened? What else happened on Saturday? Bring me
So
up
then
to speed.
that brings us to, you know, the main event.
The main event. Wait. Tell me what match came right before the main event? Tremont versus who?
Oh, no. Excuse me. Effie and Shota
And
were
who? Oh,
Shota.
okay. I got you.
Yeah. So it was a 4-minute quick match. Nothing too crazy. Again, like a lot of the matches, I felt like lacked creativity because of the cold. You know what I'm
They
saying?
just mailed it in.
Yeah, and it was like
And they all knew that it was about John and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, let's just get through this.
So they went on to the main event, and that was Nick Gage.
Tell me about this. I want an in-depth analysis of John Moxley versus Nick Gage.
So, all right, we'll start it off with Dewey Donovan making his way to the ring. All right, comes out that little curtain, makes his way in. In comes Gage. Gage is just a house of fire. He's home. His crowd's there. Everybody's just behind him. MDK, MDK. Out comes Moxley. Here come the F Ohio chants. Go back home. Tony's bitch. Like, it was just wild. Like, we don't want you here no more.
I love that.
We don't want you here. Your
But
time's
did you see, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Did you see that, like, I think the day before, I think on Friday, they announced the 5-year extension.
Yep.
And then in that 5-year extension, it's like John Moxley will no longer, he will be wrestling exclusively for AEW and their friends in New Japan.
Yep.
So does that mean he's done in GCW, or does GCW count as friends?
I think that's it. I mean,
you know what? I would like for it to be it.
Let's continue this conversation. I like that question, but I want you to ask it again when I finish saying what I have to say.
Run it down for me, baby.
Match goes crazy. Not too many, big crazy spots with tubes or glass and stuff. A little few here and there. But the biggest point of the match that got me like, wow, where's this going? Stokely Hathaway comes out with Big Cass. So brings me back to that question. Are they done working together? That statement gets put out, but in comes Hathaway, in comes Big Cass, Morrissey, whatever you guys want to call him, and he's there. So is this like a setup for AEW? Is this Morrissey now entering GCW? So it's very confusing. Very confusing. But I do think at some point he is done.
Done with GCW.
I think he's done.
I would have loved to see Max in that spot.
Yeah?
I wanted to see Max in that hoodie spot.
It would have been sick, dude.
But I understand what GCW is doing. It's like, okay, they're not touching. Mox and Max are not even interacting. So It's like, okay, the minions go. But, it's not really GCW's fault. It's AEW's fault. Because the AEW faction for hire thing, I think is very lame.
Yeah.
So I guess if you want to, like, stretch your mind, you could say, oh, okay, oh, wow, this is long-term, interdimensional, metaverse storytelling. Wow. The faction that Max hired, and which they've all admitted was a short-term hire, wow, they fucked him up. But I think the pop would have been Max. I mean, to me, Morrissey and Stokely are underwhelming.
Maybe it was the cheap. Maybe it was the cheaper route. That's what I thought.
I think it definitely was probably the cheaper route. I think it probably definitely was, but I want to believe I know Max pretty well. And I feel like if you give Max something that he could really sink his teeth into,
that would have been the place for it.
It would have been a yes, but I think once again, knowing Max, knowing how just guys are, I think it's like, hey, Max, maybe even Brett said, hey, Max, will you come in and fuck him? And Max was like, well, we're kind of doing a thing where, like, we don't touch until I cash in. So let's just do the faction. And I think that's what's going on in the AEW storyline as well.
Yeah.
Hey, every time that Max needs to fuck Mox, it'll be somebody else doing the fucking. And by extension, it's the Stokely Hathaway fucking bullshit faction. To me, when I see Big Cass W. Morrissey arrive somewhere, it just rings lame in my mind. So even if the fuck finish, Gage wins, was like a great moment, which I'm sure it was, you were there live.
Yeah.
I online from afar, watching at home, I see W. Morrissey with Stokely Hathaway, and I just think lame. I think they're lame.
That's Adam asked, he didn't ask, he said AEW airing the GCW footage tomorrow will be surreal.
I don't think that's even going to happen. I don't even think they're going to address it.
As cool as it would be, they wouldn't even go that route. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe finally when there's a match, finally when they have like the November, because I think Full Gear, Newark, is going to be Mox versus MJF.
Yeah. And
I think they're close enough to Long Island that they might even have Max win. I mean, the thing is that they need a needle mover, and Max and John are their two biggest needle movers. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they're going to do, but
they're inching towards something, and it's definitely in the route of what we're speaking of. It's just how and when they're going to do it, we don't know.
See, I don't even have any confidence that they'll tie it in correctly or do it correctly at AEW. I think the AEW side of things is just like, hey, I'm happy to work with. I think if Brett goes to Tony, maybe.
So I've seen Stokely Stokely and Morrissey cut a promo on the
you know what? I have the exclusive photo. I have the exclusive behind the scenes photo that you sent. Keep talking. I'm gonna bring it up.
So he cuts a promo, and Adam, this is along the lines of what you were just speaking of. If they're gonna air it or not, it quite possibly may be aired. Quite possibly. Why are they cutting promos? Is it for GCW TV? Is it for AEW this Wednesday? Who knows? But they've never really acknowledged the fact that Mox was the GCW World Champion. He held the title
they never have.
Time.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's where are they going with this? We don't know. But that was Saturday. That was Saturday, my man. It was pretty cool.
So what happened on Saturday night after the show? Because the show was over early.
The show was over early. Yeah, so it was like, it started at 6, so we were done by like 9. So we wind up, passing by these furries and wondering what are they, who are
Furry
they,
convention.
what are they doing here, and it was wild. We wind up in the children casino, which I call the arcade. We hung out there, and that was that for the night for me. I was being a parent. You know what I'm saying?
Were
Nothing
you
too
being
crazy.
a parent, or was Jibby being a parent to you? Because we heard reports that you were completely sloshed and that Jibby needed to carry you back to the room.
Uh, Maybe a little bit. I mean, yeah, I had a little fun, but again, I was in an arcade. I wasn't in a casino. All right, so yeah, it was fun. Saturday, I was like, you know what? Should we do the 1 o'clock show, JCW? I didn't do it. I didn't have the
You
energy.
couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it.
Because you were
in my
at the
30s.
arcade riding a make-believe motorcycle until 4 a.m, wasted, and your
Asphalt,
14-year-old son on his birthday needed to carry you up to the room.
Dude, we were playing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. You know those things where you get the coins and stuff? I was good. Augustus! That's all I kept saying. And then when it came time to go to JCW, Jersey Championship Wrestling, I won. I couldn't do it. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't do it. And it was an actually cool card, it looked like. You had Too Hot Steve Scott taking on Shota. You had a 6-way scramble between Bam Sullivan, Axton Ray, B-Boy, and Big Vin.
This all sounds terrible.
No, listen, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Oh, Too Hot Steve Scott. Still alive.
Doing his thing.
Shout out, dude. Shout out. You're one better than Angela Lansbury. You're still alive.
Yeah, Young, Dumb, and Broke.
I feel like
Jordan
Too
Oliver.
Hot Steve Scott and the guy who has the shake weight. Shake weight Steve or whatever.
Oh, that's Sizzling Stan Styles.
Yeah, those guys are should form a tag team and then just like go into a mental institution.
I've known I don't know Stan Styles. I wrestled on with shows Stan Styles was on when he was like a part of this thing in Rhode Island called RWA. If anybody out there knows RWA, shout out Renegade Wrestling Alliance. But yeah, he's been with that thing for quite some time, man. His forearm should be freaking.
He won't let go.
Now.
He will.
No,
he literally will not let go of the shake weight.
It's working for him. So shout out to him.
You know, Hardcore Kingdom 2 H2O. I was the host and social media ambassador of that because that's when these promotions were like, well, I don't know what Blvd Bullies is, but we need them on our side.
Get them over here.
Yeah, social media ambassadors. And I was ring announcing for Hardcore Kingdom 2. Steve Scott squirted whipped cream right into my mouth.
Sizzling Stan Styles or Too Hot Steve Scott?
Did I say Stan Scott?
You said Steve Scott.
Yeah, no, Sizzling Stan whatever.
Stan Styles. He
put whipped cream in your mouth. Fucking guy who takes all the vitamins,
Yep.
The supplement guy.
The supplement man.
Yeah, because you know what? When you look at those shake weight infomercials, I think Stan Styles probably took a page out of their book because the only way that shake weight is getting you to look like whatever is from the supplements, probably.
The Rough Riders that you get in your bodega in New York City.
Too Hot Steve Scott. I thought he and Janela were both breakout stars of the decade. You know what, dude? You might actually be right about that, but that just means that our decade sucks, dude. Fucking sucks.
So then leads us into our 5 o'clock GCW
So
show.
you slept through the JCW.
I slept through the JCW.
So now you were back in the rainbow room, the zebra striped gum room.
Yep.
Because K1 and furries, the furries cleared out. Did the furries clear out?
The furries were still there, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh, but the K1 was
K1
done.
was gone. We're back in the carousel room. There's a sneaker convention going on upstairs. I had a 14-year-old. He loves sneakers, so we go into the sneaker room. So we do some hustling, as they say. We go and we look at the prices that they got. I look at it going online, and I tell them, I say, yo, go up to that guy, and you tell him you got it for this price because this is how much it's selling for. And Jimmy got the shoes at the price that he asked for. So shout out to the young entrepreneur Jimmy that he is. Following that, we make our way into GCW.
Shout out Jimmy!
Shout out to the Gypster.
Yo, coming soon, Jibby, Sean, Brian, PK. Mukbang episode. We're doing a mukbang episode because we always eat right up until the moment that we go live. And sometimes, at some point, We're going to be eating while we're live.
Oh, yeah. That's it. We have to try it. Why not? Larry, you know what time it is, Larry. It's always a marathon of pro wrestling when I'm there, baby. I'll see you soon. Pork Chop Express, the high noons were there, baby. Thanks to you. But let's get back into night 2. We started off with another 6-man scramble where Lio Rush, Alec Price, Axton Ray, Dustin Wallace, Sawyer Wreck, and Shane Mercer went at it.
But wait, let me rewind this for one moment.
Ooh.
I feel like the show on Sunday opened up with Gage coming out with the title.
He did. I was just about to get into that.
And so it was like they opened up Sunday with like a Monday Night Raw segment.
Very pat on the nose.
You know, I only watched the reels. I only watched the clips. But, you know, it's like, it's actually not brilliant because it's like Gage comes out. I don't know what he said. I have no idea. But I'm just going to assume because I watched the clips on mute. Like, I don't give a shit. But he came out with the title. He goes, well, he said one of two things, and I want you to tell me if I'm right or wrong, Sean. He either said, I'm looking to defend this title every single month until I'm fucking dead or I get murdered.
Sounds like
so if you are a challenger for this title, come the fuck out right now. That's option 1.
Mm-hmm.
But option 2 is like, yo, now that I'm the champion, the NGI 8 is going to be off the fucking meat chain.
Yep.
Let me bring out the competitors of this fucking event. And either way, whichever way you cut it, Sawyer Wreck was the first one out.
So he was like, so it went into, I'm ready to defend it to whoever wants it. So then it was like, okay. So then Sawyer's music hits. All right.
So it was he was presenting himself as a defender.
New champion. Yeah. So everybody's
and that makes sense.
like,
they want to put over Sawyer Wreck. That Sawyer Wreck is like a GCW person.
Yep. Homegrown.
Stolen from No Peace Underground.
So all these guys start coming out. Alex Price comes out.
Everybody's coming out to challenge Nick.
Everybody's coming out to let Nick know that they want the challenge spot. Out comes Leo. So now Lio Rush is in the mix. Everybody's like, oh, wow. Let me
ask you a question.
Talk to me.
If Nick Gage just beat John okay, I guess you could say that Nick Gage didn't really beat John Moxley because he got schmaz.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if John Moxley is the champion of the other thing, and Nick Gage just beat John Moxley, I don't know. Anyway, keep going.
Talk to me. What was the question? I want to know.
I'm done. My brain's dead now. Keep going. Tell me. Walk me through.
So everybody comes out. Then Leo comes on. It's like, oh, okay. So Leo's out. He's back. He announces he's back. He gets announced for the GCW show Saturday. But guess what? Now he's on night 2 as well. So it's like, okay. Well, I don't think Shane Mercer's going to win. I don't think Sawyer's ready. I don't think Alec Price is ready for that yet. I haven't seen him really go at a Joey Janela type of GCW
right. It's probably, Gage versus Leo.
That's where they're going. And I'm like,
not
wow.
Bad. Right. Because
different.
out of all those people to challenge Nick, oh my God, dude. I'm really excited because I love me some Lio Rush.
Dude, it's. But
listen, I don't know if I love me some Lio Rush versus Nick Gage, though.
That's my point. It's so different. You don't know where it's going to go. Is this going to be Leo's first death match? Or are they going to really present the title in a wrestling way now? Because GCW is evolving. And I feel like a lot of the stuff they're putting out is more mainstream than what it used to be. Right. So are they really trying to move the title in a direction that's not really ultra violent? Or is this going to be Leo's introduction to the deathmatch scene?
I kind of believe that Leo, with all his crazy... Real sports alert. Lio Rush is like the Patrick Mahomes of wrestling. He's like a little Houdini out there. He's doing things like between the middle and bottom rope. He's doing some shit you never fucking seen. So you combine some Lio Rush change of direction type shit. Fucking Lio Rush understands Mortal Kombat. Lio Rush understands Tekken. Right?
Yes.
So Lio Rush
Eddie Gordo.
Right. Exactly. So I feel like a Lio Rush change of direction, Nick Gage light tube match. You said it yourself. Moxley didn't even take that much crazy shit. So let's just do Lio Rush takes a tube or two, Maybe
It'll be dope,
Leo
man.
Rush swings a tube or two. Maybe he's running all about and around John Moxley. I'm kind of digging that. I'm kind of liking that idea.
I'm with it. 100% with it. I'm just interested to know the direction they're going with it. Tonight they actually have a show in the H2O Center. The first time they're actually doing the, what do they call that? The trial, something like that. So I don't know. Maybe they're gonna be presenting something there. I don't know if it's gonna be like one of those whatever shows. But I'm happy to see that Leo's back. I'm interested to see where the title picture is gonna go from here. And listen, what was this guy's name that he was CZW champion? He was with the 2 leader from AEW.
The 2 leader?
Yeah, they called him a 2 leader. Keith Lee. Swerve Scott. Swerve, right? Wasn't he in a Cage of Death?
Swerve was in a Cage of Death. He might have been in the most infamous Cage of Death.
My point exactly. And it was a match that nobody would imagine this guy in. And he put on a crazy show. I'm interested to see where Leo's going to go because Leo's a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. The guy knows the ring around so well. He works pillar to post. So I want to see where his brain is at when it comes to deathmatch wrestling. I love deathmatch wrestling. So shout out Leo. That'd be dope to see. So he went home with the win. So yeah, he is now.
So Leo won the scramble.
He won the scramble.
As well he fucking should.
Exactly.
And then the other people who lost the scramble, Shane Mercer, Sawyer Rack, all these people, they're going to be in the Nick Gage Invitational.
Yep.
And then, but Leo's not going to be in it. Maybe Leo challenges. Hold on one second. Let me look at these comments here. Yo, by the way, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for caring. Sean, could you show what we're giving away to the top super chat tonight?
Absolutely, guys. Once again, we got a Rob Gronkowski here, Elite Series 82. This is his first time in the line. This is our way of saying thank you to you for being here with us, the 2 hours that we present to you on Tuesday. So the highest super chat is going to get this. I think we are at, what, $5 right now? The highest bid was 5 or 10.
Oh, my God. Wow. I thought I was muted. I wasn't. We're in a $5 tie right now. Second place gets a Scarface Tony Khan shirt sent to you. And show them what happens if you tune in tomorrow after AEW.
So being that we're double dipping, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to double dip with the tag teams. Double dipping the chip. Did you just double dip the chip? You took a bite. You took a bite and you dipped another. So we got the Young Bucks here. So again, same rules as today apply tomorrow. The highest super chat bid is going to be going home with the Young Bucks. These kind of looking like WWE Classic Superstar box here, but they're not. They're AEW and tomorrow's Dynamite. So come get these bad boys tomorrow.
Yo, and I just want to shout out an interactions happening in chat that's warming my heart. Daniel Carpenter. Daniel, love you, dude. Thank you for showing up. Brian's not here, but he'll be here tomorrow. Brian's on wedding duty. But in the chat, fucking Daniel goes, is that the real Larry Legend? I've been a fan of you for 20 years.
Wow,
that's so... Let me tell you something, Larry.
That's so sick.
If we had not become friends, I also would be saying and echoing those very same sentiments.
Yep.
I've been a fan of you for 20 years. But, however, I was only a fan of you for a few years before I seduced you with marijuana. And we became dear friends. So shout out Larry.
Shout out Larry,
man. Thank you, Larry. Thank you, Larry.
Larry is loved by the bullies, man.
Thank you, Daniel. And by the way, guys, huge announcement as well. October 25th, the last Tuesday of October, we are going to be back in studio. Now, who are we going to be back in studio with? I don't know. Maybe fucking Larry, fucking Legend. And it's a costume party. So, Daniel, if you want to come through to this studio, wear yourself a little costume.
Pull up.
Pull the fuck up.
Pull up, pull up,
we got
pull up.
all the costumes.
Pull
up. Maybe do a little apple bobbing.
Apple bobbing for apples?
Apple bobbing jeans.
I'm down. Let's do it. Again, it's a costume party too, right?
Hey, you know what? Josh Alba, shout out to you in the chat. You're invited to costume party. Just don't bring Aaron. All right, anyway. What else happened on the GCW weekend? We got to get to Extreme Rules. We got to get to Monday Night Raw. We got to get to whatever else the fuck happened.
So I'm going to run through this in the next 5 minutes. We have Blake Christian taking on Shun Skywalker. Shun Skywalker the night prior took on young Nick Wayne from what I really looked at and observed in the ring as I was, just walking around taking pictures, there was a kind of a language barrier maybe. Blake Christian then took him on Sunday, and it seemed that they had a
Wait, you're
really
talking to me to say that Blake Christian and Nick Wayne had a language barrier?
no. Shun Skywalker from Dragon Gate, he had like a little language barrier with Nick Wayne the night prior, but with Blake Christian, it just seemed to like smooth just like butter. And if you were there, maybe you seen it, maybe you didn't. I don't know, but yeah, it was there. Blake Christian is getting booed crazy in the Showboat. The last 2 times I was there, it was no heart, no soul Blake Christian. And he's just getting booed. But everywhere he goes, he's just loved. Showboat does not love Blake Christian. Blake Christian went home with the win. Masha Slamovich took on Gringo Loco. Masha coming off her Impact Wrestling women's heavyweight championship match with Jordan Grace. She didn't get that win.
I actually think that Gringo Loco is a really, really good regular professional wrestler.
Bro, he's awesome, bro. He's probably one of my.
I love me some Gringo Loco.
Gringo Loco is one of my favorite. I have probably 3 favorite GCW wrestlers right now.
Tell me who they are right now.
So I got Joey, I got Gringo, and I got Nick Wayne. Did you hear that?
Say it again. I wasn't listening.
Joey Janela, Gringo Loco, and Nick Wayne.
All 3 of those guys suck. What else happened?
So Masha takes on Gringo. She beats Gringo. She hits him with a Canadian Destroyer. She jumps off the second rope, hits the Destroyer. She hits him with a Mick Foley-like pile driver, hits him home with the 1, 2, 3. She goes home with the win. Then we have the DDT Extreme title and the GCW Extreme title up for grabs as Joey and Cole Radrick actually go at it, steaming off their night prior where they had their little meltdown.
Literally steaming. Like
steaming, dude.
Dog poop.
Dog poop. So, like Chow Down from Problem
So was
Child.
the big elbow off the scaffolding, that was from the night before?
Yeah.
Because I think in that clip, I saw Cole go, yay!
Yeah.
You know?
They
so
brought
then
the
they
scaffold
had
the
like
night
a
prior.
miscommunication set up the next night. Cole
went at
Radrick, Extreme whatever, versus GCW, Joey Janela, whatever.
So Cole Radrick was the DDT Extreme Champion. No, bullshit, excuse me. GCW Extreme Champion. Joey Janela just winning the DDT Extreme title when he had his little tour over in Japan. Brought it over, did a little title for title match with Cole Radrick, and it was a title change. Why? Because Joey took Radrick's belt. They had a crazy match.
Yeah, because he books the show pretty much.
Who's that, Joey?
I don't know.
Well, listen, it was a dope match. I liked it. I don't know. I was a big Radrick. I was behind the steam of Radrick. A little dying off for me. He's dope.
I feel the same way. I feel like maybe this time last year, or maybe like the Collective last year, when he was coming out with when Collective was in Indy and he was coming out with like the Dale Earnhardt gear.
Yep.
I was like, yo, I fucking love this guy. This guy's awesome.
He's a pretty cool dude, man. He
does
like
I kind of found out that like the ratty daddy. I've kind of fallen off a little bit. Like he's still dope, and I'm glad that even though I think Joey Janela's trash, I'm glad that Joey Janela's like elevating him. And one thing Joey Janela is very, very good at is fucking recognizing the new people.
Mm-hmm.
The new people to wrestle, the new people to like put your eyeballs on.
He knows his stuff, bro.
And you know what? He does know his stuff because retarded people usually do. It's a beautiful mind. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just saying he's very good at figuring out who the next guy to wrestle is. Mm-hmm. And but I think the Cole Radrick thing, he's a little bit like 6 months a little late.
I think every wrestler deserves a little switch up. Take some time, go back to the drawing board, switch it up a bit. If he's extreme, I need to see you extreme. I don't want to be you're giving me very new generation vibes. I want to see an extreme fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I don't want spark plug feelings because I feel like they emphasize a lot on his derby stuff. Are you a derby driver?
I like that you said spark plug. It made me think of spark plug Bob Holly.
Mm-hmm.
And in the new realm of shitty theater kid wrestlers, Cole Radrick could be a little piece of Bob Holly.
So
maybe it's only because he wore Dale Earnhart's jacket. Has to do
that's
with
why
racing.
I say that. That's why I say that.
Maybe I'm an idiot. I think I'm probably the idiot, honestly.
Nah, you're not an idiot. I say the Bob Holly thing because look at the transition Bob Holly had. He went from showing this guy with a nice drop kick to the guy who had a nice drop kick and a nice Alabama slam. Nice Alabama slam and a nice drop kick to a nice knife edge chop. If you could really like transition yourself into something different, it goes over. I like to see the kid do it. Maybe he got it, maybe he don't. Time will tell.
All right,
Bussy takes on Jordan Oliver and Nick Wayne to a no contest. Yamato takes on Mike Bailey. Speedball, shout out to him. Always doing his thing. Only gets better with age. We got the King of Freedom title. Death match with Drew Parker taking on Miedo Extremo. That was an insane match. Light tubes, glass everywhere. Drew Parker takes home the win. Gives a salute to Miedo Extremo, who Miedo Extremo then says, I want to do this one more time. They embrace, they hug, they walk out together. Second Gear Crew, your boys. Mance Warner, Matt Justice.
My boys.
One called Manders taking on Jimmy Lloyd and Waste of Youth with Dylan McKay and Marcus Mathers. Shout out to them. Whenever Second Gear Crew gets in the ring, you know it's going to be a nice car crash.
The
entertaining.
one called Manders, actually.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, by the way, side note, we're deadlocked at $5 a piece for these super chats for the Rob Gronkowski.
Listen, get another one in, guys. Get another one in while you at it. At the end of the stream, I'm gonna give a little preview of next week's giveaway. So
wait, what was the thing I was gonna say a moment ago?
You said one called Manders, and then you just stopped.
One called Manders has sent a few messages
to you.
I don't want to say to me, but to people who he thinks are involved in outlaw wrestling. One called Manders wants to come to Outlaw.
Bring the boy through.
Recommended by Homicide. To put on by Homicide.
Listen, man. The dude, they got an old school NWA shoot style.
I like him. I like him a lot, actually.
I'm a big fan of Manders. Manders could go the way, bro. This past recently, when I went to go check Larry out the No Holds Barred event in the Heart Ballroom, GCW and JCW are running up a show in Boonton. He gets in the car right after his match, and he drives down to Newark, and he goes and he puts on another match. The man is ready to work. Why not bring him to Brooklyn? Bring him to Brooklyn. Let's see Manders go.
Yeah, I like that, but just fuck with me right now real quick. Who would fight Manders in Brooklyn?
Homicide.
It's just got to be Homicide, right?
Homicide all day.
All day. Begins coming through with the 999 super chat. Begins. You're in the fucking Network? Running. You're in the fucking running now. I guess it is possible if you decide to not be on the show and then bid on the Rob Gronkowski figure. Show it, Sean. I guess, I should have done that. I should have not been on the show. I would have thrown $10 at this because I feel like this Rob Gronkowski, this is a Hall of Fame real sports tight end, dude.
Yeah, dude, like he is like a patriot. He's an NFL patriot. And why I say that, he's a Super Bowl winning patriot. He played with Tom Brady. He went
Aaron
to
Hernandez.
He dropped his WWE contract just so he could go back and play with Tom Brady. This guy had big things planned for him. Who's to say they're not going to happen again?
All right, we got a half an hour left on the show. Guess what?
What?
Larry, I see you out there. Anybody else out there, guess what? It's Newport time. Let's fucking go.
It's Newport time. All right, so Second Gear Crew took home the win. Like I said, it's always a nice car crash with them. Very entertaining.
Dude, can we talk for a minute about the Matt Justice behavior? The Matt Justice. Now, everybody was talking about these unprotected chair shots.
Oh, man.
To me, the Samoan drop, do off of the scaffolding.
That was wild.
Was the most insane thing. Was that also done to Jimmy Lloyd?
That was one of the kids. What's his name? Excuse me. Fuck is that kid's name? Well, it wasn't Marcus Mathers. It was the other one. Anyway.
Yeah, but it was somebody like Marcus Mathers who has his whole fucking life ahead of him
Dude, it was wild.
Matt Justice is gonna fucking. Oh man, I
like,
stopped myself because I don't want to sound like a guy.
I was like, bro,
but I'm about to sound like a guy right now. Matt Justice is gonna fucking kill somebody, dude.
Bro, he's a madman, bro.
I couldn't believe. And by the way, over the summer, at the same spot on the boardwalk, same spot as the Moxley Gage match. Did you see? You remember? Matt Justice did. It's like, dude. Oh my God, where do I even begin? People who have one of their signatures to be just a splash, like a snooker splash. Usually, your signature move is the best one that you do that could protect somebody.
Right.
And he fucking punctured goddamn Madman Pondo's lung on his off the balcony. This off the balcony Matt Justice stuff, the top of the scaffolding Matt Justice stuff, and what he did this weekend, dude. He's
a beast, bro. He's a beast.
Yo, and by beast, yeah, if by beast you mean somebody who is 6'5", and by the way, dude, if you're 6'5" and you can't make like a real sports team, imagine just being like 6'5", just not being that athletic. That shit sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking custom order pants and shoes and a shirt. And luckily for Matt Justice, he found wrestling. All the best, dude. But yo, could we fucking dial it back a little bit? Because if I had to put money on who's gonna kill somebody in the ring, I might fucking put my money on Matt Justice, dude.
There's times where I'm like, wow, somebody's really gonna get hurt right now. Somebody's really gonna get hurt. And then I see the ladder. Then I see the size of the ladder. Mind you, I'm recording and taking pictures for us, right? So I'm not taking into perspective that this ladder is that tall. He got a Jeff Hardy, Bubba Ray SummerSlam ladder. All right? You remember that Swanton. You guys in the chat, you know what I'm talking about. It was wild, bro. And he didn't come off by himself gracefully. He went off with a full head of steam with him. It was wild. It was a car crash. And that was Dylan McKay, by the way. So shout out to you, Dylan McKay. I hope you're okay.
Josh, can you expound on this? I was thinking about the bando. I don't know what that means. Sean, does that mean anything to you?
The bando? That's like money.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, and Larry says he looks like at any time he may take my head off. It's not even that for me, dude. He's not like a physically imposing menace who could attack a ring announcer at any time. He just looks like a guy who's gonna murder the person he's wrestling for the good of his own 30 to 35 Deathmatch Worldwide t-shirt sales.
Well, following that crazy match.
All right, I'm sorry. I apologize, Larry. I apologize. But I'm just saying that Matt Justice, yo, he don't even know.
He don't even know.
How whatever. Keep going, Sean.
So, main event time, GCW Ultraviolent Channel.
So,
your champion.
I'm very excited to see what the Sunday main event was.
Rina Yameshita, who's a beast, taking on Ciclope. And from what I heard, Io Shirai was backstage. So I was kind of curious to know who she was backstage for. Was it Rina? Was it anyone else?
Yo, I don't know, but I love me some Io Shirai, dude.
That's what I was saying. Io's awesome. Love that moonsault she does. So he gets into his zone, Pat. Larry said he gets into his zone. So,
yo, hold on. Stop everything. I got Character Productions, the winner of last week's giveaway. Just got their LA Fight shirt in the mail today. Yo. Congratulations. Congratulations. Did you wear it to a job interview? Did you wear it to a fancy gathering? Because if you didn't, Brian's going to be super pissed at you, dude.
Did he? Come on. I got Character Productions. Tag us on Instagram with the shirt, with your card. Let us know you enjoy it and you love it. And I hope you do get the job, or I hope you do get whatever date you are on with that shirt. I hope you just enjoy it, dude.
First Tinder date possible. Wear the LA Fight shirt. Oh,
What's that shirt?
Oh, what's that?
LA Fights.
It's
what
like,
you
well, if
about?
you promise you're not going to Google it, it's just a little fucking art show that I fucking watch. All right, get through the rest of the goddamn shit. I don't fucking care.
Rina Yameshita took on Ciclope. Rina Yameshita went home with the win. It was awesome. Ciclope is just a beast, like you mentioned before. Yeah, I just
Jimmy
love
Lloyd's mom.
I love
It's my mom.
Jimmy Lloyd's mom is his mom, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to him. Yeah, and that was it, man. So I left out of there, and then we went to Carmony's in the Trop to go celebrate their birthdays. And
what does that even mean, Carmony's in the Trop?
Carmine's, the Italian restaurant. I call it Carmony's. It's in the Tropicana Hotel.
That's not cute. You call it Carmony's. That's not cute, dude.
Why?
They're trying to be a refined fucking gentleman, dude.
The Carmony's, excuse me. I went to Carmony's. Yeah, man. So then Monday we went to Raw. Monday Night Raw in the Barclays. Drove on down to New York City from Atlantic City. It was Jimmy's birthday still. You know how we do. DX 25th anniversary. That was pretty dope to see. Sammy Oos was in the house, as the house now calls him, Sammy Oos. He's the honorary Oos. DX was there. Brock Lesnar returned. F5. Bobby Lashley put him in the Kimura lock. He was supposed to take on Seth Rollins. He was hurt. Seth Rollins calls him a chump, basically, for being an Army veteran and walking away from a title match. Bobby gets in the ring, runs at Seth with a spear. Seth counters, hits him with a nice pedigree. They go back and forth for a while, but lo and behold, Rollins is your new United States champion. In the main event, you have Sami Zayn taking on Matt Riddle, who challenged him early in the match. Jey Uso, who was told by Roman Reigns to watch the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn didn't. And Sami Zayn lost via RKO by one, Matt Riddle. Following that, the old DX came out on their Humvee from...
Wait a second.
What?
You're telling me that Seth Rollins won the U.S. title?
Yeah, he won the U.S. title. He's the
From
new U.S.
who?
champion.
Bobby Lashley?
From Bobby Lashley, that's right.
Why? Because Brock, interrupted?
So basically, Lashley was out just talking, I've beat X, Y, and Z. And then he got to Lesnar. And as soon as he said Lesnar's name, Lesnar's music hits. So I thought it was going to be Rollins coming out like his, gear-inspired persona like he did on Saturday with the Rob Van Dam theme, gimmick. But it didn't. It was Brock Lesnar. Brock came out and said, "Hey, Bobby."
Hey, Poppy.
Picked him up, F5'd him. That was it. Little Suplex City, another F5. Hi, Brooklyn, how you doing? I'm going home. And
so how did Seth Rollins win?
So Rollins came out with his music and called him a chump, X, Y, and Z. Like I said, the pedigree spot, kick out. He was just doing the stomp, the curb stomps. He tried to hit a frog splash. That wasn't enough. Got him back in position for another curb stomp. He hit the curb stomp, hit the 1, 2, 3. Rollins goes home with the new United States title. It was a very pay-per-view-ish Monday Night Raw.
You loved it.
I was dope.
You were all of a sudden, you live in Bayonne, New Jersey.
Yes, that's it, yeah.
And you traveled down to Atlantic City on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
And then you got home, and whereas I would have put a few shekels on Monday Night Football and just laid down, you said, nah, I'm going back to Brooklyn.
Nah, dude, I didn't even go home. I didn't even come home. I went straight into New York.
So from Sunday night, you went straight into the Barclays.
Yeah, so I woke up Monday morning in the Borgata Hotel, beautifully Borgata, and I jumped in the car and we head on down to New York City. I live for the wrestling, brother. I love the road. That's what I was born for. I'll be honest. It's honestly what I was born for.
God, every time we speak, you inspire me to care more. But every time I see Sawyer Wreck wrestle, I'm inspired to care less.
Listen, man, but that's why we're here, though, bro. Because if they don't have us to judge them, then they won't do better for themselves.
Who will they judge them but to do the thing that's better in things?
Yep. So then DX came out. They said their thank yous, and what I appreciated most about it was they honored the people who weren't there.
China.
Road Dogg opens up. Well, I'll start with X-Pac.
Yeah, use the figures to recreate the scene for me.
You got X-Pac, comes out, grabs his little microphone. I just want to say that if it wasn't for the ninth wonder of the world, China, DX wouldn't be what it was. So thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, really nice and convenient for one of the factors that terrorized her through her entire life to finally thank her after she's dead.
Yeah, it was kind of wild.
Hey,
So then, the Road Dogg Jesse James finally gets the microphone and he pays homage with his old introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Generation X proudly brings to you, it's your 7-time tag team champion of the world. Says his name, hands the microphone off to the crowd, who then says Billy Gunn's name. I honestly thought they were going to rip Billy Gunn, but no, they didn't rip Billy Gunn. From what I heard,
yeah, if I had money on it, I would have bet that they were definitely going to say an inside joke. No, didn't they say something like
he's now in Office Supply,
playing Office Supply? So they did kind of dig at him a little bit.
In a way, but it was more what's his name, Corey Graves. It wasn't these guys. It wasn't Sean. It wasn't Hunter. It wasn't Dog. It wasn't Pac. So that was cool. Then Shawn Michaels gets into the camera with his cowboy hat covering his eye.
Shawn Michaels, the guy who looks the least like Shawn Michaels.
Dude, he looks like he was on Walker, Texas Ranger as an extra.
He looks like Nick Gage with an eye crossed.
Yeah, he is. Saudi Arabia Shawn is Nick Gage.
Dude, Saudi Arabia Shawn is Shawn.
I miss Shawn. This is Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? That guy, I don't know. He looks like Randy the Ram now.
It was very, very strange.
Yeah, so they got out. They closed the show. They were thanking everybody for 25 years of DX and always being faithful and loving it. And it's crazy, Pat. Like, the majority of the crowd that was there yesterday was definitely like our age. No kids. Everybody was there for DX.
So you're saying that DX got a huge pop?
Everybody was there for DX, and I think
huge
a lot of
pop.
Huge pop, bro. As soon as the Riddle match was over, he didn't even walk up the ramp yet, and their little Humvee was on its way out. It was pretty dope.
Yo, and that's the same Humvee. That's probably a Humvee that's just been sitting in like the fucking...
The warehouse.
Yeah, the warehouse. And they were like, fuck it, let's bust out the Humvee.
Get the Humvee.
Well, no, okay, I was going to say, didn't they just do a DX 25, but like, I guess Raw 25?
They did a Raw 25.
Yo, but that's the thing. Raw started in 92. DX started in 2002. How are they both like...
97, DX.
All right, so how are they both at 25?
I think the Raw 25 was a couple years ago now, Pat.
All right, well, whatever. Fuck off, Sean.
So, yeah, man, I didn't watch Extreme Rules. Did you watch Extreme Rules? I was too busy freezing my ass off on the boardwalk of Atlantic City.
Yeah, you were busy.
With furries.
And, I know that Brian, who will be in the chat tomorrow at 10, and by the way, if you want to go ahead and fucking win yourself a Young Bucks figure tomorrow night, just be the top of the super chat. Right now, Brian, the merch lord, is the top super chatter at $9.99. He is in line to win the Rob Gronkowski. The two people who are at $5, we're going to go ahead and flip a coin and see who is the second place. But tomorrow, if you tune in at 10, right after AEW Dynamite! You get the biggest super chat gets a Young Bucks figure. And that's just what we do. That's what we do every week, dude. It's worth it to watch just because,
Listen, yo, Pat, I have a question, man. Do you think we should show them next week's giveaway? I don't think they're ready.
Yo, Sean, did you meet Kings Road over the weekend?
I did. That's my guy right there.
Tell us about that.
Dude, he's fucking hilarious, man.
Well, and Jay Finn.
Yeah.
Kings Road contributor and fucking epic, Lord. Jay Finn started in this world with a Blvd Bullies t-shirt, and I'm not
Which
sure.
Which is wild.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So,
but I feel like if you look at the origin story of Jay Finn, coming to NYWC with a Blvd Bullies t-shirt, and NYWC, that's obviously not deathmatch wrestling. I just feel like if you were to put this guy in a chair and give him a lie detector test, he might say, truthfully, that Blvd Bullies connected him to Nick Gage. I'm not sure.
Could possibly be.
But, these two men are synonymous with each other at this point.
Right. It's cool, bro. You know why? Because we wind up at these events, and social media is so big, it's so strong that you can't always put a face to the name.
Makes me sick.
And it sucks. But this weekend, I finally was able to put a face to the Kings Road Wrestling.
It is so much better for the Bullies to have you out there meeting people than it is for me. Because I don't want to meet people.
Why?
And by the time I do, I'm wasted.
Just shut up over there.
Yeah, hey, shut up.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it's best for us.
Yep. So listen, but I wind up.
He still says he got into Gage from yours and TJ's videos. Well, that is a half truth because it's about the Bullies videos. NGI 2, let's go. I have a new.
No! Read that. You got to read that bottom though. He wants something in particular.
I see it.
But my friend, those are tomorrow's giveaways. Today.
No, I mean we could make a thing. We can make a thing.
Are we gonna make a thing?
Figure out a thing?
I don't know. These are specifically for the Dynamite.
Kings Road $9.99. Oh my God! Now it's getting crazy.
What's going on?
All right. Show tonight. No, that's tomorrow. Show tonight. Rob Gronkowski, highest super chat tonight. But yo, I guess if the highest super chat tonight wants the Young Bucks at $13, then maybe the $9 gets Rob.
Ooh.
The $9.99. So maybe I got character at 13.
Okay.
Gets the Young Bucks because he wants them.
Okay.
And then maybe the $9.99. Maybe the $9.99 of Kings Road gets the Rob. And then maybe the $5 gets the free Scarface shirts.
Wow.
I think that's where we're at right now. And then tomorrow we got to come up with something new.
Well, listen, we got 5 more minutes. So anything can happen, and anything will happen.
5 more. I got 13 on the clock.
Oh, you do?
Dude, we're going to like 12, dude.
Well, then I got 20 hours left in me. But listen, they're here, and we're still here. So they're still up for grabs. And you know what? We'll do the Bucks. Let's just do the Bucks tonight.
Hey, I'm getting a new message. Sources say that I got character. The winner of the LA Fights shirt, $13. He says, I'll just take Gronk and I'll flex on everyone tomorrow. I like that.
Okay.
Because that's good for you and that's good for us. All right? So right now, we have I got character at 13, receiving the fucking Gronk, and then Kings Road, guess what? I'm sending you a Tony Khan Scarface shirt. That's the way it works.
My guy right there.
The first highest super chat. And by the way, throw some like questions in there.
Yeah,
Don't just donate the shit. Just donate the shit, but also like redirect the conversation. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, we're not just strippers. Guys.
You know what? Speaking of strippers, dude, I've just been in the mood to go to like Sapphires.
By the bridge.
You know, some guys want to go to fucking AC on the boardwalk at 6 p.m. on a Saturday for a wrestling thing. I think I would take all that fucking transportation and admission money, and I think just on like a Monday, I want to go to like Sapphires.
You really want to have Monday Night Raw.
Yo, how crazy is it that so much of the Monday Night Raw merch from the 90s was like, on Monday, I go in raw.
Yeah, it's wild. Did you miss the Raw? Don't you miss the Raw Bowl? I saw a comment earlier that said, bring back the Raw Bowl. Raw Bowl was great. They had a
Urka, let me tell you a little secret, Urka. Even if you are 4th place, I'm sending you a fucking Scarface shirt. You already know, girl. So don't even stress it.
All right, so we're going to talk about giveaways. Listen, I'm going to go into it.
Hold on. What are you saying? Are you transitioning into mukbang?
No. I already ate my food, but I'm just going to show we're talking about giveaways, and we're being consistent with the giveaways, and we want you guys to engage with the super chat. Give us some questions. Let us talk. Change the direction. bring us your way, and we'll bring it back our way.
And,
but here's next week's giveaway. Are you ready,
We appreciate
Pat?
the help so much. We appreciate the fucking enthusiasm and the help so much. But, if you're going to throw a super chat, you might as well redirect the conversation into what you want to hear it, about or whatever. Whatever.
Next week's giveaway.
This is next week.
Next week's giveaway.
So this is next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday's giveaway is the brand new Macho Man NWO Ultimate Edition. Target exclusive. And what's cool about this is that...
I love that it has the alternate shirt of him in the jail cell.
Yep. So what's cool about this is that on this side of the box here, he has a little yellow and purple halo. These were produced and then supposedly taken off, and only some Targets got them. So you got yourself a little variant Hollywood Macho Man here. So tune in next week. Be in the super chat. Highest super chat goes home with an Ultimate Edition Macho Man. What do you think,
Tuesday,
Pat?
Next Tuesday at 7. Dude, I think that, I'm looking around my room. I see I have an unopened Truly over here on the corner. That was what I was going to give away. But you guys are just, fucking killing it. I do have one thing of extreme value.
What's that?
I have the original Effie award.
Oh, you want to know what I also have that we'll bring it out next week? I don't have it on me. I have a Effie Wrestling is Gay rolling tray. So if you're into the marijuana use and you need a new rolling tray, I'm going to be bringing one on next
these
week.
are all things that I want.
Oh, do you want? So are you going to be off next week and in the super chat like Begins is in right now?
So I got character productions. Are you guys planning on going to the return of TOD? Let me just address
Pat is re-announcing it. You didn't know?
Let me tell you that when it wasn't last week, but it was the week before last that I gave you the update and I read all the texts. Right?
That's
right.
By
the way, if you're watching right now, go back and watch these older episodes. They're still fun. It might not be the breaking news of wrestling because you've already broken it. But if you go back and watch some of the older episodes, you'll see some cool, I guess, nuggets. I've read all the texts that I've sent to DJ Hyde. I've read all the texts that I've sent to Shannon, whoever, who is their, PR person. CZW needs a PR person, dude.
New direction. They're going new direction.
And on Sunday, after the Mets were down 6-0 in the sixth or fifth inning, and I was already 8-9% beers involved. I sent DJ another text.
No answer.
And I said, hey, stop not answering me. I am the ring announcer for Tournament of Death. It's my life's dream. Just say yes. Just say yes. All you have to do right now, just say yes. And guess what happened, Sean?
What happened?
No response!
You want to read all the messages?
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna do it right now.
Can we just read all the messages? Listen, you know what? We're gonna do it. If you book it, they will come. So we're just gonna show up. We're gonna show up to Delaware. End of October, right? End of October, is that what it is?
It's October 23rd.
Let's just go. You booked yourself.
Oh, you know what? You know what happened? I can't read you the texts because I deleted the thread.
Oh, okay.
I was just so sickened with him.
I thought you was going to say, if you want to read the text, follow the OnlyFans, but you deleted them.
No, I deleted because in my text message thread, after I sent him my last Hail Mary, please, just let me do this. Just say yes. After I sent that, and I sent that when the Mets were down 6-0 in the seventh inning, I was like, I just need something more in my life.
Some positivity.
Oh, my God, dude. So I can't read that, but I'll read you my text to Shannon.
Let's hear it.
Okay. So this is Wednesday, August 24th.
So we're going back some time.
Dude, I'm just about 2 months ahead. Dude. I'm the early bird.
60 days out.
How can I not catch the worm? But you know what? I'm walking you through it. Hi, hello. This is Patrick from the Blvd Bullies. Larry pointed me in your direction in regards to ring announcing TOD. I'll try and keep this brief. I've been attending CZW shows since 2009 and 8 straight years of TOD as a fan before getting involved in wrestling and ring announcing. It is legit my all-time favorite thing to go to in all of wrestling, and it would be such a massive honor to ring announce this show. I've hosted and produced Casanova Valentine's no-ring deathmatch shows, including the one that we worked with DJ on. I've also been ring announcing and consistently promoting Outlaw Wrestling in Brooklyn, NYWC in Long Island, and most recently the SAT's new promotion this weekend. I will do whatever it takes to get this gig. Larry says that he heavily endorses it and that my style is perfect for the assignment. I would do this show for absolutely free, as well as do tireless social media promotion in the months and weeks leading up to it. Thanks for your time, and once again, it would be an absolute honor. I hope to hear from you, PK.
It was well written.
Dude.
Well written.
Yo, you know I hate fucking acting like that.
I know.
I hate fucking begging for change or begging for bookings. All these fucking ring announcers, Denise, whoever, and Fightful, whatever. All these motherfuckers, Sam LaTurna, Alicia Italian, they can suck my fucking dick, all right? Because I have never once reached out with a fucking portfolio or a headshot. I'm not a theater kid. I'm not a fucking, like, refined motherfucker. But you know what, dude? I know how to ring announce a fucking wrestling show.
That you do.
You're goddamn right I fucking do.
That you do.
And yo, if the notorious 187 homicide and the SAT decide that I'm a fucking dope ring announcer, well, guess what, dude? Despite my best thoughts, I might actually be a fucking dope ring announcer.
I think you are.
So here's the response.
Whoa!
Here's the response. And by the way, this is from Shannon Hunter, who, by the way, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. Poser, fucking loser, fucking lottery winner. Oh, all of a sudden, I type my Yelp reviews in Delaware in the right way, so now I'm the PR, HR person of XPW, CZW, whatever. You know, and the thing is, too, man, these motherfuckers, just to try to get over, they interact so much on Twitter. You know, this Shannon Hunter, dude, she's responding to every fucking viral Twitter post just because, you know, that's what fucking cucks do, dude. That's what fucking cucks with no marketing or social media acumen of their own fucking do. They just comment hot fire emojis on posts that they know are going to be popular.
Hot fire.
So whatever. Hi, how are you? Let's see what I can make happen. I also, all caps, really appreciate you reaching out and will press upon him being DJ Hyde, the importance of someone in this job that matches the vibe. So I put, hey. So this is an immediate response. Hey, thank you. Yeah, that would be so great. I work so closely with plenty of respected wrestling people, and that would be so happy to vouch for me, or literally anything else that you need that I can do to get the job. I actually have this number. I actually have DJ's number, but I was told that I should go through you first. But yeah, please, keep in touch, whatever it takes. And then no response.
So you want to? Maybe you should tweet her.
Nah, dude. You know what? I am not going to lower myself to somebody who starts a social media campaign. I'm not going to alienate our fans. I'm not going to alienate the people who respect the Bullies. I'm not going to fucking take to them on Twitter and be like, hey, if you want PK from the Bullies to ring announce TOD, throw your hands in the air. Like, I'm not going to do that. And you know what? You know what the sick thing is, dude? That's what these motherfuckers, these fucking theater kids, fucking losers who never had anything else going for them, and now they have a fucking little modicum of power, so they're just fucking squeezing every fucking inch of their influence out of it. And they just, you know what? Some people just want to make a decision opposite of the decision right in front of them. You know? Some people just want to make a new decision because they want to understand and they want to feel like and they want to present to the cuck above them that they have a new fucking idea. Well, guess what, dude? Ethan Page, Sammy Guevara, Emil J. All these motherfuckers will get booked. Those types of fucking cuck people will get booked by starting a social media campaign. And guess what Blvd Bullies ain't going to do? We ain't going to start a Twitter social media campaign. If they want us, then they're smart. But if they don't, it's all right.
Se jodió. That's what he said in Spanish. Say it with me, Pat. Say, que se joda.
So basically, just a quick update on the, and by the way, on Sunday night, like with DJ, like so those messages to Shannon Hunter, the head of fucking PR, the head of HR and PR for CCW. Oh, cool. You're the head of PR for a company with 10 people in it. Oh God. Whoa. Whoa. But you know, whatever. I didn't bother her, but I have been bothering DJ. And like every other day, I'll just send him a new text. And I'll just be like, hey, Pat again. Really want to... Dude, I've been going hard because I started this fucking process 2 months ago.
I know.
But now we're like 2 weeks away. And I'm like... And so now I'm just relentlessly fucking spamming DJ on text. Hey, do you have a ring announcer yet? Hey, I'm going to be there anyway, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? This is a shock, the surprise. The secret is I'm not going to be there because fuck TOD. They have a terrible fucking TOD roster. They're going to fucking bastardize and abort TOD. They're going to bring shame to the honor of TOD. And they're just going to give GCW more fuel to make them look like fucking assholes. And I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, what else happened? Let's end this show. Last 10 minutes talking about the feed, dude.
Listen, I think the bigger question is why now?
The Fiend sucks.
On why again, and what's the even purpose of it?
Yo, what's and you purpose? Know what? We're going to talk about this tomorrow with Brian because I know that Brian loves him.
He loves him.
But I think that the way that he returned was such like a weird, overproduced thing. You know, we're zooming into the different characters. By the way, not one of these characters looked cool or exciting, or menacing.
They were his puppets come to life in his world. That's really what it was.
Fucking lame, dude.
So yesterday when I was at Raw, they said he was. They didn't say he was going to be there. They said they would touch base on Bray Wyatt. So the video package starts playing of the Extreme Rules whole thing when he comes back. So everybody in Barclays starts lighting their phones up, and you legit think that he's coming out. So they start showing the spotlights. Boom. And the pig guy comes up, so everybody's looking for the pig guy.
So the pig guy was in Barclays?
Nobody was there.
The pig guy sucks.
Nobody was there.
All that shit on Extreme Rules, because I watched it. I didn't watch Extreme Rules, but I watched the fucking Bray Wyatt entrance.
Right.
And dude, the fact that the first person, and the way it's like hard cam, zoom in.
Mm-hmm.
Hard cam, zoom in. It's like they used every horror movie trope. And it didn't work to me. Like, and for on Twitter, to see somebody, an actual person who says that they're a wrestler. I don't know if it was Liv Morgan or fucking Natalia or
Welcome
somebody
back, friend.
who claims that they are a fucking professional wrestler. To say that Bray Wyatt got the Road Warriors pop, you're a fucking idiot.
Who
and
said
you're
that?
a fucking loser. I don't know. I don't remember what actual professional wrestler said it, but go look it up. Go
That's
type
wild.
into Twitter, Road Warrior, Bray Wyatt Road Warrior pop, and I guarantee you could find, I think it was Natalia or Liv Morgan or some fucking dude.
So what I did see was Mickey James say that she keeps rewatching it.
It might have been Mickey James.
Yeah, I think Mickey James. I think what you're talking about is Mickey James.
Yeah, she's an idiot, dude. No wrestler has any real opinion because they're all trying to make money off the next fucking spot. So let me tell you something. Bray Wyatt, the fucking pig with the fucking belly? Are you kidding me? In what fucking world is that cool? Listen, Bray Wyatt, I'm older than you. I've watched Hellraiser. I've watched Seven. I've watched all the movies that you fucking draw your influence from. And let me tell you, heart to heart, from a fucking contrarian to a contrarian, from a fucking artist to an artist, you are a fucking idiot. And everything that, dude, and you know what would have been dope, Sean?
What?
If the lights went out, the coolest part about that, by the way, is when all the stage lights went out and Riddle was just still standing there, and it looked like Riddle and the ref were standing in just all black for a second. That was the coolest part. But then we're like, it's so bad. And then we're like hard cam, zooming into a pig.
But you know what gets me upset?
And then we're hard cam zooming into like a vulture. And then
they
we're
show
hard
no
cam
direction.
zooming in. Oh, dude. Yeah. Yo, Bray Wyatt fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Yo, and do you have any confidence that he's going to do anything dope on the heels of this?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because I think the direction where he wants the character is not going to go in the way where he wants it, just because the fans are going to, he's back. He's supposed to be this scary looking guy. He came out with a mask that was very similar to the mask.
The mask sucked.
The
new
movie
mask sucked.
Did you see the poster for the movie Black Phone?
Right. It was basically a black phone.
It looked like the mask from the Black Phone.
And you know what? Like I saw on Twitter, I don't know if it was Natalia or whoever, Road Warrior pop. Dude, it was not a Road Warrior pop. And the fact they like teased it. It was like, oh, like the lights went off and the reveal went another 10 minutes, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's too much. It's too theatery.
And I think it's so fucking stupid and so fucking lame how these wrestling fans think that like the people that you saw in the crowd are going to be filled in. Like, oh, the Condor is Dexter Lumis, and this person is Alexa Bliss, and this person is Eric Rowan. It's like, nah, dude. That's not what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what people think.
Is that they don't got a fucking clue what they're doing. And Bray Wyatt, you know why? Because outside of Motorhead, Triple H has never experienced anything that's heavy metal or alternative or actually cool in his life. So all these motherfucking norms think that Bray Wyatt's cool. He ain't cool, dude.
Nah, it's not fun. I'm not enjoying it.
What do you think his first match is going to be?
That's exactly the point. There's zero direction as to where this is going. He came out to do what? To let everybody know that he's back with the pig guy? To do what? What are you here to do? To leave again like you did last time? Because the character didn't go over? Did you see that they had the Fiend there, though? Like that mask? The Fiend mask was there?
Well, that's the thing,
what
too.
What was that?
Dude,
what was
like
that?
they botched their own pop. They botched their own pop. Because, even if you want to they set it up the whole thing was so obvious.
Who do you think produced that?
Oh my God! You know what? I don't even want to think about it. Probably fucking Bray Wyatt and Triple H themselves, dude.
So Petey Williams, Abyss, Jamie Noble, Adam Pearce.
And you know what? What is one good thing that Abyss has ever fucking done?
This is my question. Like, who do you think is responsible for this?
Dude,
because I see zero creativity there.
Dude, and you know what? Listen, I don't want to say that there's zero creativity. I think the creativity level is at 100. But you know what? Dumbasses can also have their creativity at 100.
Mm-hmm.
And because all of these WWE fans have never seen anything actually creative, they think that this fucking zoom in, dude, the reveal was like 5 minutes long.
Yep.
And the fact, and you know what, dude, if you want to show the buzzard, you want to show the pig, you want to show Mama Empanada, whatever the fuck, right? But then the final shot was the zoom in of somebody dressed like the Fiend.
Which drained me.
They're like
edging
the pop. They're like edging it, right?
Yeah.
So then like when the pop actually comes,
it means nothing.
Dude, and you know what? I would put thousands of dollars on the fact that nothing about this Bray Wyatt run is going to be any cooler than any run that's come before it. And, you know, the only fucking thing that he's got going for him is that, oh, well, I got burned alive, and Vince McMahon wanted me to be burned alive, and I didn't want to. Well, you know what, dude? If you didn't want to, and you're really a fucking stone-cold gangster, why wouldn't you just walk away like CM Punk? It's because you were eating fucking ham and cheese sandwiches and donuts, stressing about your shit, and you basically just fucking went along with it. So you ain't a gangster because you went along with bad creative for way too long. So now,
he just wants to be a movie character, bro.
Yo, and you know what? See No Evil is going to be better than any movie that fucking Bray Wyatt's in.
You want to laugh? They even... I thought about that when the whole Bray Wyatt's back thing came out, and I was like, wow, when See No Evil, I think, guess when maybe 1 or 2 was about to drop, remember Kane was coming out with a chain to wrestle? He was just selling the monster gimmick. Yeah. It wasn't I'm going to be this Jacob Goodnight guy on TV. This is the movie character I am, but I'm not going to bring it here. If you want this guy to do WWE production stuff, if this is Jeremy Barash's way of introducing cinematic matches again, I'm not for it. If you're going to do cinematic matches, you have to build into it, because the way they did that just left me like, wow, like how you end the pay-per-view like that. He didn't even beat no one up.
I thought it was really, really fucking stupid. I don't want to say that, but like the fact, okay, the characters have come to life. Okay, cool. But like the characters are not dope.
Yeah, they were.
Like the fucking condor and the fucking Hawaiian shirt. It's just, and you know, it's like any bad movie you watch, where the movie has some good ideas, but it really doesn't even know what its purpose is.
Yep.
So they leave it to the fans to like connect the dots. I feel like that's what Bray Wyatt's doing. And you know what, dude? He's fat. He sucks. And his mask sucks. And now the only reason he gets a reprieve is because he gets to blame Vince. I don't know.
He didn't give me the range I wanted to go with it. Let me try it again.
Yo, but you know what, dude? I don't believe that Bray Wyatt has the ideas or the range.
No,
Bray
he doesn't.
Wyatt needs somebody to check his ideas, and at the time, it wasn't Vince. Yo, if it was 1991,
this would have been over crazy.
Bray Wyatt would be great. And Vince, and back in 1991, Vince would have the right, tweaks to the idea to make it happen. But Vince was over the hill, and Bray Wyatt has just never been good. You hear they're talking about bringing back fucking Bo Dallas.
That's
and
what I was just about to mention.
The people that you saw in the crowd, the condor and the fucking pig.
They're going to be them?
The fucking rabbit. They're all going to be real wrestlers. Okay, sounds like, what the fuck? What was the faction with, What's it called? The Retribution?
Retribution, yes. Ali's poor attempt at being a leader.
And you know what? I got to be honest with you. We'll see what happens on Friday. But Retribution, in their early stages, coming out chainsawing the rope, probably cooler than anything Bray Wyatt's going to do.
It was very Nexus in a way. You know what I'm saying? It was just us against the authority type of thing. We're trying to break the rule.
Right.
Because that's not our rule. Listen, I don't know. I'm not for that. I just hope that it's not like what you said, where there's a bunch of wrestlers under the mask, because I feel like it's going to water them down. And you're not going to take them serious.
And the one guy?
Belly. You guys beep out.
Anyway, let's end this shit. Let's end this. We did a nice episode, I thought.
Yo, listen, I think it was an awesome episode. Brian, we missed you.
Some giveaways
were done. Those of you who did
All right, so here's how it goes. Here's the end of the giveaways. Here's the final tally. I got Character Productions, $13. Give me those Young Bucks figures. Guess what? You're not getting them. You're getting Gronk. And then Kings Road, $9.99. You're getting a free fucking Tony Khan Scarface shirt. And you know what? Urka, who were the $5 ones? Brian, you're not getting anything. Brian, $9.99 is getting anything. Adam and Urka. Yep. I'm extending the second place to third and fourth place. I will also send both of you each a free Tony Khan Scarface shirt.
Brian, you're not getting anything.
No, we'll hook Brian up. We'll hook Brian up with something.
Brian, we miss you.
All right, so let's just go through it again. $13, I got Character. You win Rob Gronkowski. $9.99 Kings Road, you're getting a Scarface shirt. And then the next two at $5, Adam and Urka, you're getting a fucking free Scarface shirt. Adam, Suzanne, you got to DM us. Send us your mailing address. And Sean, awesome. You got any final words, final thoughts for the stream, dude?
Listen, I just want to say you're the fucking greatest announcer in the world, bro. And even if you don't believe it, I believe it.
I don't believe it, dude.
Guess what? I believe it. You inspire me to be a great ring announcer.
You inspire me!
My fans out there, my ringside fans, I love you. This super chat was great. This was a great episode.
This was great because Brian wasn't here giving bad takes.
No bad take, Brian.
No bad takes.
No bad take, Brian, today, guys. But listen, we missed you, Brian. We'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. And don't forget, the Young Bucks will be up. The Young Bucks will be up. We'll make a post, like, share it, get everybody in. Come join us. Come talk class. I know the car.
All right, you're done. I've muted you. Yo, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Blvd Bullies versus the World Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and sometimes Wednesdays 10 p.m. Appreciate y'all. And guess what? Tomorrow, I have a special announcement, Sean. You're muted. Don't even worry. Just react with your face like Mr. Bean. Tomorrow, I am double dipping on Twitch, 8 to 10. Toxic tweet along will happen. Then we're going to pivot right over to YouTube for the 10 o'clock fucking AEW review. Whatever, y'all. Love you, live for you. If you've won something, you got to find us on Twitter. You got to find us on Instagram. You got to find us on YouTube. Send us a fucking direct message. Tell us exactly what I said you got. Fucking give me a fucking address to send it to. Boulevard. Oh, wait. Hold on. One more thing. Bye-bye.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Boulevard.